cigars, they light the flame. Cigars in hand, never playing tame. And pour the whiskey, let it burn real slow. On the Real Smoke Podcast, the stories flow. Guests are rolling with a spark in their eyes, talking life's truths and throwing lies. Laughter crackles like a fire alive. Cuba to Kentucky, they always thrive. Real smoke rises in the air tonight. Whiskey's bold, they keep it tight. Stories spark like a flaming glow. Mick and Charles stealing the show.
Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast with your hosts, Mick and Charles, the podcast that's all about real people, real cigars, and real smoke. Coming to you live from the Real Smoke Virtual Cigar Lounge, bringing you the best of cigars, whiskey, and all the good times in between. It's more than just a podcast, it's a community of cigar lovers. So grab your favorite smoke, pour a drink, and join us as we dive into all things cigars, whiskey, and just having a damn good time. This is the Real Smoke Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 43 of the Real Smoke Podcast. We are your host, and happy freaking anniversary.
Happy
anniversary, dude. Happy anniversary. One freaking year. Actually, tomorrow, we just got asked, but tomorrow is our actual anniversary. And I guess you could say 2 weeks, or was it around 2 weeks ago, we actually started putting together the podcast? A year, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was at last year's Western Tennessee Herf, and we definitely did not plan to push as hard as we have in this first year, man. I did not think 43 would be obtainable in 52 weeks, but hey, yeah, I guess we learned a lot about each other in this past year, brother.
We did. We realized how much we could probably go, and I will say this is our max. Year one hit our max. I don't think. I will say we're at 43. I say at most next year we'll probably get to 40, another 40. So I think we've already planned in some, bump, a little bit of time off every month. We'll take a week off. So, and we'll use that week for like an emergency week. So something happens in the industry and we want to get somebody on. We got that bye week in there that we'll throw people in. And if we don't get somebody on, we get some rest.
I know we also said we do some lives every once in a while, some shorts, some stuff that we've been trying to do more of, but we're so busy trying to keep this at the level we are. We really don't have a whole lot of time for all the other small videos and the lives. So, nah, man, I couldn't be more proud, man. And I know I've said this 100 times, man. Thanks for everything you do. It's amazing how much we're built like each other. We both refuse to fail, and we push hard and want more at all times. So,
100%.
We're very, very much alike on that aspect.
Well, we do need to thank somebody because without them, this is one of the big things. If you see their logos big and bold on here, we do have the Cigar Vault. And even though we are going to be represented by the Cigar Vault here in a little bit, we are going to play their ad. So huge thanks to everyone over at the Cigar Vault for your trust and faith in us. And we hope that we're doing a decent job for you. Decent's as good as we can do because shit, you know us. So anyways, here we go.
Hey guys, it's Norm with the Cigar Vault Oakdale. As you know, we are a small boutique shop located outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You could find us online at www.thecigarvault.com. First, I got a microphone, so Mick and Charlie don't have to yell at me anymore about sounding low when I send them videos. Second, let's talk about this August 5-pack that they put together. This has a banger of a lineup. It's cigars that they've talked about on the show and cigars that they're going to be smoking upcoming as well. This is a procured 5-pack that they do the selection for. They send it to me and we assemble it, put it together, and we put these pretty cool holographic stickers on them. So use your coupon code, that Real Smoke 10 coupon code. Get your 10% off. Support Mick and Charlie, and by supporting them, you support us. We are genuinely appreciative of everything that you guys do. And as always, stay tuned to this episode and future episodes of the Real Smoke Podcast. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Last week he got a fancy mic, but he's still
he
low.
did. He did.
He's still low. He's still
No,
low.
it sounds a lot better though. I will say, I know we can let him talk about it, but he upped our prizes for tonight.
I was going to say that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty.
So you guys can type in hashtag Real Smoke, and we do have some of our sponsors that's going to be on here in just a few minutes, and they will be some of them will be giving away some prizes, and we do have some brand owners coming on here in a little while, and they're going to be giving away some prizes. So we've got a few prizes to give away tonight. So, and it's not us, it's them. So they're the awesome people that's jumping into that one. So now, since Mick usually gets to start with all the things that he's got going on, I get to be somebody who gets to break some news.
Let's go.
Mr. Real Smoke Mick has been promoted to vice president of the TriStar Herf crew. So anybody in the chat who's watching and anybody on here, make sure you drop him a congratulations. He got voted in last week as our second and new president for TriStar Herf crew. Now, those of you who know Little Debbie, who's been on here a few times, and he took over Mick's spot as West Tennessee captain. And one of our sponsors on here, Robert, he is now the new membership captain for TriStar Herf crew. So we got some recognizable names on here that just got promoted this week. So that's pretty freaking awesome. So I got to say congratulations on that one.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig into on this, man. I think you know me well enough by now, man. I want to see things grow in a good way and really just take it to another level. And we got some ideas, man. Me and Devin were already talking about some things, and I'm excited for it. I appreciate the opportunity, and TriStar is really what brought us together, man. So I thank TriStar for a new family that I built down here in Tennessee and really all over the world. So I'm very happy for the opportunity and definitely humbled by it, man.
I'm honored to have you on board, brother. That's pretty much all that's on mine, except for speaking of TriStar, and we're doing a little bit of TriStar talk. Go ahead and welcome or invite everybody once again to the West Tennessee Herf.
Yeah, well, somebody we have in the green room right now. We could talk a little bit about that in a minute here too. But we're gonna have the Western Tennessee Herf is this Saturday, August 30th. We're doing a tour of Old Dominic to start the day at noon, and then from 1:30 to close at Memphis Filling Station, one of the best breweries in Memphis, and honestly one of the best I've been to. Love those guys. We are going to have Haze Gray Cigars there, rolling cigars and selling their cigars and products. We're going to have Robert, XIII Knives. He's also going to be there selling his products. Some really, really cool stuff. I'll let him talk about it. Definitely going to be an awesome day. There's going to be 2 live bands that day, a bourbon tasting, cornhole tournament. We got a lot going on. So it's going to be a fun day. If you're anywhere in the area, skip the Beale Street Cigar Festival and come see us. It'll be a better time.
Yeah, you'll have a much better time. Guaranteed. So a couple things in the chat really quickly. The Mash Bill says, congrats on 1 year. Love what you guys do. Too bad it wasn't next week when I would be eligible for the giveaway. Everybody is eligible for the giveaway. We're doing
surprise.
We're doing 2 Cigar Vault prizes. Everybody is eligible for the giveaway. Got to do something for the people. Let's see. Colby's on here. He says, good evening and congrats on 1 year. Damn, 1 year, man. 1 year. Mitch is on here. Says, congratulations, my brothers and family. Love you, brother.
Love you, dude.
Cigars with Christy says, congrats. Thank you so much.
You.
What's up, everyone? Congratulations, Mick and Charles, on the 1 year anniversary. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, brother.
Congrats on the 1 year anniversary from Cigars with Kenny. Get your ends up. Says, hello, fellas. Brent's on here. He says, congrats on the 1 year anniversary. Congratulations from Get Your Ends Up. Smoking Thompson says, do the YouTube things. Guess what?
Okay.
As somebody who's been in the chats quite a bit over the last couple of months, you finally get to meet the fella. Our brother, well, not from down under, but yeah, from another country. Yeah. Let's see. Congratulations, Mick and Charles. Glad I can support the show. So glad you can support the show as well. We love it.
Yeah.
Mash Bill, always throw out my name in any. Yeah. It's kind of hard for him to win anything since he's as good old Josephus says, Kiwi. Hey, Mick, read that.
Nope. I'm good.
Come on. I need you to read that.
Atst moi loin.
Let me help you pronounce that.
Please do.
Let's see. What else we got on here? We got a lot going on. We'll get to some of those here in a little bit. We do have a cigar we're smoking. Are you smoking a cigar?
That's sure am.
You are. Well, let's go ahead and let's say a big thanks to Robert Kortner, the brand new membership captain over at TriStar Herf Crew. Let's say a big congratulations to him and a thank you for being the sponsor of tonight's cigar.
Hey boys and girls, I wanted to read you a story about the three little cutters. Once upon a time there were three little cutters. Daddy Cutter, Mama Cutter, and Badass Bulldog Cutter. And Daddy Cutter came out in 2020, and some people thought it looked too much like other cutters. A year later, Mama Cutter came out, and some people thought it looked like Daddy Cutter. Given the times, oh well, let's be original. So in late 22, Badass Bulldog Cutter was born. Badass Bulldog Cutter is a cleaver-style cutter with a bottle opener made from 1095 high-carbon steel that I get right here in the US of A with US-sourced materials. And those who have bought the Badass Bulldog Cutter have lived happily ever after. So quit looking for your glass slipper and buy yourself a Bulldog Cutter.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love it when he reads me nursery rhymes. It's so good.
Me too. So sweet.
He's so awesome. All right, so tonight's cigar, Mick, here you go.
Tonight's cigar is Lure Cigars, the Last Cast. Wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf, binder, Ometempe, filler, Esteli, Condega, and Ometempe. Price is about $15. And I'm enjoying the heck out of this cigar. It's my third one this week. So, yeah. That's brought to you by Robert, 13 Knives, which he can talk about his cutters in a minute here. We love Robert.
And I do believe you can buy all kinds of assortments from Lure Cigars over at the Cigar Vault. So go check them out. Cigarvault.com. TheCigarVault.com. So before we bring on our guest, let's I guess they're not on here, so they're not going to be able to speak for themselves, but we do have Destination Cigars. Step in the world of Destination cigars like never before at Destination Cigars, home of the exclusive Allegory cigar brand. Whether you are kicking back at Governor's Crossing in Sevierville, Tennessee, savoring the vibes at New River in Beckley, West Virginia, or soaking up the rich aromas at Almost Savannah in Hurricane, West Virginia, every visit is an adventure. From top-tier cigars to expert recommendations and a laid-back atmosphere, it's the perfect place to relax, connect, and enjoy the craft. If you are looking for bold, unforgettable flavors, escape to the world of Allegory Cigars. Kick back with the rich Mexican San Andreas dividend. Shut up, John. Enjoy the smooth intrigue of the censored Sumatra, or fire up the bold, flavorful Escape Habano. For more information, you can follow them on Instagram at destination_cigars, or you can explore more by visiting them online at destinationcigarlounge.com, or you can take a journey to one of their 3 locations in either Tennessee or West Virginia. No matter where your cigar journey takes you, every blend is an experience worth savoring. Where the road ends, the perfect smoke begins. Destination Cigar Lounge. Huge thanks to you guys for sponsoring the show as well. So it's about that time. I need to shrink us. That's not what she said. That's not what she said. So here we go. There we go. We're smaller. Oh my goodness, shrinkage. Okay. So let's start bringing on some of our guests tonight. We do have the title sponsor on here tonight. We have Norm with the Cigar Vault. We also have another sponsor on here tonight. We do have the bearded wonder himself, the beard Apothecary, not the brains or the beauty behind it, but it is the beard. We do have Papa John. What's up, John?
I think he might be muted.
I think he's muted. He
Yeah,
forgot the
good.
freaking rule of unmute your dang. Wait, he's never done a podcast before. I forgot.
Yeah.
Never.
Hi,
Never
Nick.
done a podcast.
Hi, Charles. Hello,
Hi.
Norm.
We also have the sponsor of our cigars now. So the one that brings us all of our cigar information, we have the one and only, the best nursery rhyme reader, Fred Durst wannabe look-alike. He likes things rolling. We got Robert Courtner of 13 Knives on here.
What's going on, guys?
And I will let Mick introduce this one because this is his sponsor. This is the sponsor that he's proud of. Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
so these guys are more than just a cigar brand, man. They're their family after meeting them one time, man. And we're going to hang out this weekend. Amazing cigars. They know what they're doing. I've enjoyed every one of them. Haze Gray Cigars. I believe Rue's on there. Not sure if anybody else is on there with them, but definitely Rue. Hey.
They're all three on here.
They are all three on. It was just Rue a minute ago. What's up? So it's Pedro,
So
Rue,
wait a
and
second. So I gave you I gave you the softball. I threw it up to you for you to hit a home run. What do they sponsor?
Okay, I did miss that part. They sponsor my segment, Meanwhile in Memphis. So,
Meanwhile in
there you go.
Memphis, it's happening again. Meanwhile in Memphis, the sky
Does that mean Rue drives fast through Memphis and fucks shit up, and then they write stories about it so they can call you?
Yep. Yep.
So we need to get the image that Mick created of the Meanwhile in Memphis character and just put his face on there. We'll put Rue's face on there.
We'll see what we can do.
I just want to ask. I won't be able to video it, but between Rue, Pedro, and Val, who's the fastest runner? Because you might want to practice if you're going to Memphis.
I can't picture you running, Val.
You don't have to be the fastest. You just got to be faster than the slowest one.
Look, I got older and I got wiser. Somebody's getting tripped.
It'll be me.
Absolutely. Now we're looking forward to you guys coming up tomorrow night, man. We got some things planned. We'll chat a little bit more here over the next day, but looking forward to it and tearing up Memphis a little bit, guys.
And Mick, I'll let you introduce. We have one Patreon member on. I'll let you introduce our Patreon member.
They were all invited. All four of our Patreon members were invited, but apparently, I don't know. They must be all busy. But except for our one from across the pond, we have Mark from New Zealand. Mark has been a big follower, supporter, listener since for quite a while now. He's gone back and listened to most of the episodes, and for whatever reason, he really likes us. But he also is now a member of the TriStar Herf crew. He's coming to the United States in October. I'll let him tell a little bit about that later. And cigars in New Zealand are way too fucking expensive, and that's my whole intro for Mark.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's good to be here.
So I will start off everything and just say, whether you're one of our sponsors or one of our Patreon members, which means you're a sponsor, we didn't realize going into this day one that, the goal was to jump on, fuck around a little bit. Here, I use the first F-bomb. Aren't you proud of me? I usually don't do that. I'm the clean one on this one. But we didn't realize that, we were going to jump on here and what the actual cost was going to be. We were going to jump online. We were going to have a talk, invite some people to talk with us. We didn't realize, let's do a cigar review. Cool. That means we're going to have to schedule cigars. Hey, let's get a platform that streams. We didn't realize what that was going to entail. And after about 2 months in realizing what that was going to entail, it was like, me and Mick both had the conversation of, we can't afford to do this.
Yeah.
We can afford it. Our wives would divorce us.
Maybe both.
So we came up with the idea of trying to figure out how to do a sponsorship package and try how to do a membership or a Patreon package. And we've got tweaks that we want to do to the Patreon to make it better. We're going to talk about that probably over the next few weeks. We'll do that for year 2. But I do want to say to everybody, if it wasn't for you guys and it wasn't for the people who watch, of course, there's not a chance that we would be able to do any of this. So a huge thanks. I greatly appreciate it. My wife greatly appreciates it.
Man, I couldn't have said that any better myself. My wife greatly appreciates it. I would still be doing it and spending the money even if not, but I'd probably be sleeping on the couch for sure by now. But just kind of piggybacking on what Charles said, our whole goal when we started talking about sponsorship was to break even, and that is exactly what we've done. Everything else has gone back into merch and stuff that we've given back into the show. We're not never looking to really make money on this. We're looking to break even, enjoy some great cigars, hang out with people we care about in the industry, and give back to the fans that have supported us that actually got us here. So we are to that point. It's been a hell of a ride. It's taken a lot of work, but if it wasn't for you guys, we definitely wouldn't be here. So great, thank you. We appreciate it so much.
And by the way, Mick, I'll let you go ahead real quick before anybody else jumps on. We get to introduce somebody else. Go ahead and do that one if you want to.
So the first Cigar Army guy, I don't know if the other two are hopping on as well, is Frank with Cigar Army. I don't know why we left him in. He's a Mets fan. But other than that,
Hitter, man.
We're happy to have you, Frank. Welcome aboard, brother.
It's great to be here. 1 year, a long time. You guys are doing a lot of good things, so we didn't want to miss this.
Well, we appreciate you jumping on here. And Frank is the sponsor of every week's cigar review. So Cigar Army is that sponsor. So again, I know you probably didn't hear what we said earlier, but we appreciate everything you guys are doing. So.
Oh, thank you. The same here. You guys have been a great platform for us to be only 2.5 years old, and a small little cigar group that's doing a lot of good things, and a lot of it has to do with this sponsorship and the support you just give us, whether it's on this Herf and other groups. And also, we really appreciate it. It's great to be part of a good bunch of guys. So it's a pleasure to sponsor you.
We really appreciate it. So I know this whole show is going to kind of be a shit show, and we have zero plan on how this is going to go. So
it's killing me. It's I am the person that has to run off a schedule, and this is freaking killing me. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. I literally write down notes on every show. How do you write something down for this? You really don't. You just kind of go into it. My kind of goal for the night was for you guys to ask us questions, to ask each other questions, and also talk about your brands, especially this part of the show. Like, we want to hear about what you guys have going on, what you have coming up. I don't know what's easiest for everybody. Is that maybe Charles has a plan for this, but to go around and we kind of talk to it, or how do you want to do it?
So we kind of talked about how were we going to do a hot box question kind of thing. So we first said no, but then we said yes. So we're going to allow everybody. We're going to do hot box questions. You guys, everybody. So you've got everybody has a chance to ask one question. So we'll go at it that way. My only thing is my question to everybody on here will be tonight, one, how did you find out about us? And two, what was the thing that made you pull the trigger on either being a sponsor or a Patreon member? Because it's not like you jumped into a podcast that's been going for 5 years and, has 1,000, million followers on YouTube. You guys jumped on some brand new guys who were trying to find their way out of a paper bag. We had no clue what we were doing, and we just hoped that people would find it entertaining. So that's kind of where I'm going to go with it as well. So sound good to you?
I like it.
Sweet.
Where we start?
All right. So anybody who wants to start off and, introduce yourself and talk about who you are and what you got going on, jump out here. Let everybody know.
I think it'd be great to hear Norm if he actually unmuted himself.
I got the first love message from Aldi 3 seconds ago, and he said, "Unmute yourself, dumbass." So no, I am purposely staying muted because I got a lounge over here, and I'm trying to be cordial so you don't get a lot of background noise. But those of you that don't know, Norm with the Cigar Vault, Oakdale, I think you've heard the spiel at least 40 times throughout this year. Small boutique shop out in Oakdale, Pennsylvania, essentially just outside of Pittsburgh. We focus on all small batch stuff, from anything from lure to
What is
Caldwell, Stolen Throne.
What's the name of it?
What cigar?
Buddy,
What company is that?
Listen,
What's the name
listen.
of it?
Come on now. Aldi, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yeah, I mean, we always have exciting stuff coming out. I think I interact a lot with some of your guys on our social media. Colby comes to mind quite often. I see a lot of comments and whatnot from him. How I found out about you guys, I'll answer that. I am a big YouTuber, so I tend to watch a lot of cigar things on YouTube. And I actually reached out to you guys on Instagram. And I was like, hey, you guys looking for sponsorships? And I think I was talking with Mick. I believe it was Mick, right? And
Yeah, I'll never forget it. He reached out and he goes, "Hey, hold that spot for me for like 20 minutes, and I'll take the title sponsor." And I'm like, "Hold it for 20 minutes. Don't worry. I think you're good at this point, but thank you. That's great."
And I mean, we're a small shop, man. And we're celebrating our 1 year in 1 week from now. So to me, it made sense to help out a smaller podcast, and I actually like the content you guys were putting out. And the last thing is that we all unanimously have the same opinion of Aldi. He's our least favorite Aldi.
Correct.
The choice is really not. I mean, it's there's no choice really. I'm aware.
Buddy, you know your old running shoes. They're above you. Like,
Yeah,
like, yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
My wife.
Right, so he, I was about to say, he just gave the great segue to Aldi. So what's up, Aldi?
Nothing. My wife wore. So we went up for the 1 year anniversary, the DAC anniversary that we had at the vault, and Tanya came out the day before we left, and she's like, "You got to see this. You got to see this shirt I made." And I was like, "That is a fucking home run." And she put her tag on it was your favorite Aldi, and I'm like, it's perfect because it is so true. just ask anybody. No, I think for us with Beard Apothecary, it was a shoe-in. It was really easy. I mean, I've known Charles for a whole bunch of years when he was in the we were in the other club that I shall not be named, and it was just easy. Mick and I are kind of the same souls, with a few years apart, and live the same kind of life there, and so it was a shoe-in for us. You know, I look at Tanya and I said, "What do you think?" She's like, "Yeah, absolutely." She goes, "Those guys are fantastic," and you know, we've had meetups before, and it was very easy to just say, "Yeah, let's be a sponsor." So yeah, it was very cool to be able to be in here with you guys and working the brand with you. It's been a lot of fun. And there it is. Chris is here.
Yeah, it's either Chris or Rob that's got to jump in every time and at least put that hashtag in.
Oh
so,
yeah, without question.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's go, Robert. Come on, Fred.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
He's not really rolling.
Happy 1 year.
He's frozen.
He's frozen. He can't be rolling. He's frozen.
Online with the whole thing about how to supporting you guys. Am I frozen?
No, you're good now.
Can you see me?
Yeah, you're good.
How are you? I'm good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The old phrase, you know, put your money where your heart is. And I just sort of believe in you guys. You guys have always, you know, you put your attention to what's important. Why not support it? Why not come out and do it? You know, be a part of this whole thing, see how it grows. Help out however I can. It's exciting to be on board as a sponsor. It's exciting to be on board as friends. I value that more than even being a sponsor, as being friends with you guys. I cherish that. So it's great to help out friends.
Well, see, it's kind of like Aldi as well. Aldi is a club brother that decided that he wanted to sponsor the show. Robert is a club brother who was like, I want to be a Patreon. And then he was like, you know what? Let's turn this Patreon into something more. And he decided to become a sponsor. So love that and can't be, any more grateful for that for both of you guys. Let's we got little Debbie on here, but little Debbie is there. He is.
Hi, Debbie.
What's
I
up,
will
guys?
let Mick introduce little Debbie real quick, and then we'll go into Rue, Pedro, and Val.
Yeah, so little Debbie's pretty much my neighbor. He lives right over there. Am I frozen? Man, what is going on? Is there too many people on here?
It's going to get a little bit crazy. Yeah, it is.
Oh, man. No, but little Debbie's now the captain for Western Tennessee. I told him now this Herf on Saturdays always I'm just going to bail. But no, I'm just kidding. But no, Debbie's always supported us, man. He great people. Can't wait to hang out this weekend. It's going to be a good time.
Hey, just saying, you can't bail because president can't be there, so the vice president has to stay there.
That's right.
All right, so going into our next sponsor, we have Rue, Pedro, and Val, three of the most wonderful people that I've ever met on here, because I haven't yet had the chance to meet them anywhere else. But floor is yours.
What's going on, guys? Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Glad to be here and celebrate with you guys. But, man, for a minute there, I thought little Debbie was Brad Marchand. I'm like, holy shit, it's Brad Marchand. No, we're excited. Haze Great Cigars, my brother Pedro, hashtag Argal Val over here. We've been around for about 1.5 years. We got some great things coming out for 2026, so be ready. Working on some blends, working on some other projects. So we're super excited for what next year is bringing. And also, Cigar Vault, man, a couple of weeks ago, we rolled in at 10 o'clock at night, and the hospitality that Norm and his staff and some of his clientele there showed us was phenomenal. We were on the road for 14 hours and just dead tired, but they rolled out the red carpet. It was a good time. So, and we were looking for sponsorships. We reached out to another podcast because there's a local sports podcast that wanted us to sponsor. And they referred us to Charles. Sorry, they referred us out to Charles, and Charles and I just started talking. Like, hey, how does this sponsorship thing work? We don't want to get hosed. We don't want to be taken advantage of. And he's like, well, we're looking for sponsors. So one thing led to another. Here we are, and we started watching your podcast right around the time that we launched. My brother, I've always been a big podcast guy. My brother's like, man, you got to check these guys out. They got something cool going on. And we started watching your show. And when Charles and I started talking, it was a no-brainer. And I don't even know what happened to that sports podcast. It was
I will say this, that it was, we started having that conversation and talking, and there was a couple of other conversations that we were having along the way that we won't get into on here. But I will say that when I shot Mick a message and was like, holy crap. And I think every time Mick has been approached by somebody on here that's, asked him about sponsorship, he sent me the, oh shit, they're actually talking to us. And I've sent him the same thing. Oh shit, they're actually talking to us, because we're trying to figure out why the hell anybody would want to sponsor what we're doing. And anytime that the smallest thing happens, we're like two kids at Christmas going, we just got a new car. So it's crazy. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, you're putting out some good stuff, man. I'm sure I can't speak for everybody else or all the other sponsors that are on here, but it was a no-brainer for us. I mean, the show could go on for 2.5 hours, and I'm glued. I mean, I know we are. We're all three of us. All three of us are glued to the
Val
TV.
caught a bug, didn't she?
I was about to say, Val's about to freak out and go Kung Fu Panda on everything.
Oh, man. But
we've already.
That's how I learned how to do martial arts, was being attacked by bees.
We've I know we've already had this conversation, but I'm going to say it again live on the air. We started out, man. We started out, trying to if we started out, we said we wanted maybe 100 people. If 100 people by the end of the first month watched us, consistently, we'd be happy. And then we said by the end of the year, we kind of want to get to these numbers. We're well over those numbers. I mean, on social media,
We're well over those numbers twice now.
Oh yeah, because we lost it the first time after the Boopy incident. But no, it's been one hell of a ride, and we rebuilt it. Seeing those 100,000 numbers on Instagram on views every month, that's crazy. Like after 1 year. So I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of a numbers guy. I try not to look at it, but we're beating some of the other shows that have been around a long time, and I'm happy with that. And it's all because of you guys and because of the relationships we built, and I guess because also Charles and I refuse to fail at anything. So I guess it's a mix of the three, but we appreciate everything this year.
No, when we have a video that we're on Instagram, we're doing freaking fantastic. There's people in the industry that we've talked to, in chats and stuff that talk about they're impressed with the engagement that we're getting on Instagram because they can't get that engagement. On YouTube, we're falling behind. I don't know why. It could be just getting suppressed by YouTube, but I do know we need to get better there. But I will say that if it wasn't for you guys helping out and supporting us, we would really be struggling right now because we would have to come up with a lot of ingenuity to keep this thing going. So huge prop to you guys.
Hey, Charles, you think with all
buddy.
this going on, you think we can get Mick to upgrade from AOL or maybe steal some internet
from
Little Debbie?
Yeah, I mean,
dude, I got pulled. What the? Why am I still frozen? You guys' screen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've been frozen this whole time.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right. So while he goes and jumps off and does whatever the hell that he does, which is going to be fun. We're going to go into Mark. Mark is one of our Patreon people on here. So, how did you hear about us and what made you decide to actually support us? I mean, we're two fucktards that are out here just talking about dry, dead leaves. And you're like, hey, I want to give these guys money.
Yeah, don't tell my wife. I don't even remember how I found you guys. I think I was just trawling through some cigar podcasts and content online, and I think I saw your logo with the skulls and all the cool badass stuff that most guys with beards enjoy. And I was like, oh, check these guys out. You guys are down to earth, and you want to build community. It's about cigar family for you guys, and I think me being by myself down here in New Zealand, I often feel like there's no other cigar smokers around. So jumping online with you guys and shooting the breeze is it's nice. It's nice having camaraderie.
I do know that when you first jumped on here, we just happened to ask when you were. By the way, before Mick gets on here, if you want him to pronounce anything, go ahead and start putting it in the chat now, and I'll start putting it up there. We'll have fun with it. Anyways, we literally we freaked out. I think we freaked out on the show that we had somebody from New Zealand that was actually on here, and it's pretty cool because me and you've had a lot of late night conversations on Tuesday Herfs about the difference between what's going on where you're at and what's going on here. The biggest thing is usually when we're talking at this time, you're at work.
Yeah. I knocked off early today. I'm not feeling too great. A friend of football's got COVID, and I suspect he's probably given it to me. But
that's what I say anytime that I want to go home early is I'm sick. I get that.
Yeah, I did want to take the whole day off, but no, I'm not feeling well. I'm actually in bed with my electric blanket on. Yeah, and that's the thing, Charles. We chat. It's late night for you. I know it's late night, and I appreciate your time and Mick's time, and it's just nice. If you know what I mean, it's just nice.
think most of the people on here probably already know this, but actually our fans and viewers probably don't. Tell everybody about your USA trip coming up. Tell them a little bit about your plan here, and also mention the price of cigars in New Zealand, because I know we've kind of touched on it before, but give us a little bit on that.
Oh yeah, I feel like I beat a dead horse with that one sometimes. So my wife and I are doing our 15-year wedding anniversary trip to America in October. It's going to be pretty much a cross-country trip. Land in LA and spend a few days there, then Dallas, down into Louisiana, up into Tennessee to see Mick, to see what's going on in Memphis. Probably a whole bunch of stuff I shouldn't tell Laura, my wife, about.
Do not talk to her about Memphis at all.
No. Meanwhile, in Memphis does not get mentioned. And then across to East Tennessee to see Charles if he's got time. And
always have time.
And then up into driving all that way up into New York, catching a Rangers game. Frank put me onto some good ticket outlets, so I managed to get some tickets, which I didn't tell my wife how much they cost in NZD. Very expensive, but that's okay. It's a one in a lifetime sort of thing. And then back over to LA and then back home. So as somebody, 2.5 weeks.
So as somebody who's always worried about schedules, which is that is me to a T. I am sending Mick. I've actually got my wife has your membership packet at the post office being ready to be mailed to Mick tomorrow to make sure that you get it in case I can't meet up with you for some reason. So Mick will have that. So you'll be able to meet up with the new vice president of the TriStar Herf Group and be able to get that from him. So
I'll be able to see the thigh tickler in all its glory.
Oh yeah. All right. So the next person we have on here is Frank. So Frank, you're another TriStar Herf Group brother.
Another TriStar Herf Group brother.
I know. I mean, we've got a whole bunch of them on here tonight. So how did you find out about the podcast, but besides us posting about it all the time on Instagram? And what made you decide to pull that button?
Well, I'm one of the co-founders of Cigar Army, and my brothers, Rich Coop and Chris Puglia, are our other founders, and they actually brought this up to me. They had heard and found about the podcast and thought it'd be a great way to get our group's word out since we're so new and such a small group. And it's been really successful collaboration. We have been able to do a lot of things that we're looking to do. We're just not a cigar group. We try to raise money for people in need, veterans. We're a corporate sponsor for Toys for Tots. And we do this with a lot of good people around us. John Aldi's one of our ambassadors, and Rob and Chris Damon are all with us. And with all their help and all, we've been pretty successful so far. I'm happy to say that most of the guys that are on here right now, in one way or another, have contributed or donated raffle prizes or just bought raffle tickets for our charities and fundraisers. And it's going much better than we thought. There's a lot of work ahead of us, but it's group like this, there's a lot of cigars out there, but it's a very small community. And if you look at all the people on this podcast right now, everyone contributes one way to make the community strong. Makes it a lot of fun for us to hang out and have cigars and rank on each other. Tanya's my favorite Aldi, shit like that. Sorry, John.
No,
But
I get it.
that's how you get it. But it's been great. We talk with Mark, who's coming to New York. I'm going to try to meet up with him when he goes to the Ranger Islander game. And all these relationships help our group succeed in fundraising and all. It helps us get our word out. We have our big Toys for Tots fundraiser coming up starting in November. I'm sure it'll be advertised here a ton because Charles and Mick are huge supporters of us. I'm sure when you guys saw when our Instagram account got thrown out because Instagram didn't like something, you two guys were huge voices for that. And luckily, a day later, we got our account back. And, we just keep striving every day. But it's the relationships and these conversations and listening to the groups the sponsorship with you guys is just one thing. It's good for us. It's good for you. But even if we weren't sponsors, we'd be supporting the podcast because what you guys do every day, whether it's cigars or mental health or bourbon, whatever it is, it's always an interesting conversation. And just bringing the community together just helps everything grow. So we're really thankful for that. And we appreciate the support the Cigar Army gets. And yeah, thank you very much.
Hell yeah, we absolutely love what Cigar Army's doing.
Yeah, and I know we'll be promoting it a lot on here for the Christmas one, man. I love that. Trust me, your last event was amazing too, but it was pretty much in person, except for donations, I believe. This next one, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going to be online that everybody can bid and buy tickets for, and it's going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's not even bidding. We get donations from cigar shops, whether it's discount cards or whatever, or cigars or humidors, whatever people want to donate to the cause, and then we sell the raffles, and then we do a live drawing, and everybody can see what they won and all. Last year we raised $4,400 for that event, and then with this year's event that we had in July, we raised another $4,500. So we've been pretty successful with that. But we also do other kind of pop-up things. We saw a lacrosse player a couple of months ago who suddenly died on the field, and we did a quick little pop-up and raised $500. And it wasn't even just for the money, especially in my family where lacrosse is so big. We just wanted to do something because we felt bad about the whole situation. We had a couple of brothers that were, in a little bit of need and needed some help. And we try to throw a pop-up up there and just say, we're raising money for this. And we get them out there. And that's the whole idea of Operation Give Back. It's more than a cigar club. We try to make it a purpose, a reason of why we exist and created the Cigar Army. So yeah, the Toys for Tots in November, we'll start that off, and then we'll have our live drawing in December, and a lot of good prizes. All the money goes to Toys for Tots, and it's been pretty successful, and we hope to continue that. Plus some other things we have coming up down the line.
We can't wait to support that, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Little Debbie.
Yes, sir.
Another TriStar Herf Crew brother on here. He's also an officer. He's the newest TriStar West Tennessee captain. So the question going around has been, I guess you from us, you knew the podcast from, us talking about it, but you're one of our Patreon members. What made you decide to do that?
That's right. So I got much love for my brother Mick. Ever since we connected the first time, just from the TriStar Herf Crew, and seeing, what it's, been doing, what's going on with it, the amazing people y'all had on the show, some of the great conversations. You got, like Bryce with the PTSD awareness. You got like mental health awareness, all that good stuff. And, just connecting with different owners of their cigars, hearing their backstories. I think the best way I can put it is, like Mick always says, which I'm kind of stealing your line, the whole point of cigars is really just, sharing some good smokes with some good people and the memories that it creates. So just seeing you guys do that and what it's created kind of made me want to jump on board and support it and see where it can keep going. So it's been a blessing for sure.
It's awesome, man. We like you said, man, we connected since day one, and a lot of those times were over cigars, man, but we've had some real moments outside of that as well. And I feel like, we've that was the one thing we always said, we'd never script anything on this show. It's just how I am in real life, man. We come on here, we have fun, and we hope to produce something real and enjoyable for everybody to watch. So I appreciate you saying that, brother.
Yep, lots of funny times too, and funny funny things got hold on me. So yeah.
Absolutely.
So we also have Jordan on here, who is on Instagram as Big Bear in Training. He is another one of our TriStar guys. So I'll let you introduce yourself as well.
Thanks, Charles. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Jordan, Big Bear in Training.
Big Bear.
Just a lonely guy from California that had to get in with a bunch of guys from the East Coast and start smoking cigars and hanging out. And even to the point where now I live in Georgia. So it's been a little bit of a trip. A lot of these guys were here and talked with me through it, through the TriStar Herf crew, which was great. And got to meet a couple of you guys. Hopefully meet a few more now that I'm closer. That's about it.
So one of the funny things on here is Mick was talking about we're just going to have, guys on here for a few minutes, and they're just going to talk about whatever. An introduction of all of these people takes over 30 minutes. That's awesome. And we have people still trying to get on here, and my screen keeps telling me, hey, upgrade to the next platform for $500 a month and you can get unlimited people. And it's like, fuck you.
Yeah. We'll make this work. We don't have that in our Patreon account for sure. So I guess my thoughts would be we'll kind of, we're going to have to slowly start subbing people out here, but I'd like to, before we let a guest go, I'd like to give them that chance to talk about what they have coming up real quick, just kind of an exit, and we'll go from there. Thoughts?
See, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to work backwards. I'm going to work with Patreon members first. I'm going to give them the thing. And we told Patreon members we told everybody on here that our Hotbox questions was going to be, whatever you would like to ask us. It could be whether it's cigars or whether it's about the podcast or whatever. Whatever your Hotbox question for us would be, and we'll answer it. So we'll go Patreons and we'll go through, everybody else. And again, tell us what you've got going on, what you want to, what you got coming up. I would also love to hear what you think that we could do better. Whether it's something that we could do better on the podcast or advertising or for your brand. So give us our Hotbox questions. Let us know what you've got coming up, and also let us know, what you think we could do better at. So I'm going to jump in first. I'm going to go with Mark.
I was going to ask the infamous question that Mick likes, just to see your perspective on it, but I've changed my mind. If you could go back in time to a period of human history, not necessarily to see anybody or whatever, but just a moment in time that you could go back to, what would you go back to?
Well, Mick is like, I got nothing. I've been somebody I'm really big into history, and since the three big historians in my family was my uncle on my dad's side, who passed away about 10 years ago, and then on my mom's side was my aunt and my mom, and my mom passed away on Christmas. My aunt passed away 2 weeks before that. So I've been going back into their ancestry.com stuff. I've been pushing that, really been researching family. So I've got it back to about 1860 something. And I found the gentleman who came over from Ireland to here. If I could go back and just watch or figure out what's going on or talk to the person, I want to know why my 4-time great-grandfather decided that he was going to come from Ireland to here. And then when he stepped off the boat at Ellis Island, because I found out that he did step through Ellis Island, when he stepped onto shore there, what was his thoughts? I want to know what he was thinking when he came into the U.S. in the late 1800s.
Man, is this how you guys feel every time when we ask you guys Hotbox questions? Like a rude, hey, you guys were on. Holy fuck. So your mind goes 100 different places, man. I love history and as well, and there's many points in history that I'd like to see, but a lot of them are involved in like wars and civil wars and stuff like that. So it might be a little dangerous. Honestly, I think I'm kind of follow up on what Charles said here. My grandfather actually worked in the federal prison system for like a 2-year period during World War II. He wasn't able to be drafted for the war because he had asthma and he had a family at home, and it was something that he could not be drafted. So when everybody else got drafted out of the prison system, he worked at a penitentiary for about a 2-year period during World War II, which I think I did not know this before he passed. I found it out after. And I would love to go back and pick his brain about that time frame when he actually worked in that system back in that time. I mean, back in those days, man, before cameras and everything, I think it would be such a cool sit down with him at this point in my life.
Yeah,
So, Mark,
I think both of those are good answers.
So I'm going to ask you if you could. Is there anything before we have you jump off? Is there anything that you can think of that you would like us to see do better, or anything like that? What can we do for year 2?
Not really, man. Honestly, I quite like it. I like the feel of it. I like that it's 2 guys shooting a breeze, getting some good people on, and having a laugh. And it's not crisp. It's not super polished. You know, you got the Mick and Charles every episode. You know, you got all this stuff going on. You know, and that's, I actually think the authenticity of it is what I love about it.
That's kind of my thing now. So even if I do learn to pronounce shit, I can't apparently from now on. So just saying.
Hey, if you come out with a shirt, I'll buy it and keep it at your house until I pick it up.
There we go.
Sounds good.
And I'm having because it's difficult for you guys, I'm having a Monte Cristo today.
There you go.
Nice.
It was $67.
Holy sh!
Smoke that slow.
Enjoy that thing. Enjoy it.
It's starting to rain, so it's actually a good time.
Well, thanks for your support of this, man, and thanks for your friendship overall. I mean, honestly, it's been great talking to you, and getting to know you, man. I'm looking forward to meeting you soon. So I appreciate everything, brother.
It's a pleasure, guys.
Mark,
I'll keep watching.
I was about to say, do us a favor, keep watching, because what's bad is
Hey, Mark,
we have
before
all
you
of you
go,
people
I
on
need you
here.
to say this. I know you're not Irish, but say, "It's my island."
It's my North Island.
Well, as I was about to say, we have all of you on here, so our numbers are dwindling bad. So, Mark, if you want to jump on here and just continue to watch the rest of the episode and have some fun, and make sure you post in the comments so we can give Mick some hell. So, thanks for jumping on here tonight, brother. We appreciate it.
No worries.
All right, Mick, I'll let you pick the next person while I do the stuff on here.
All right. We're going backwards here. So I guess if we're going Patreon, we should probably go with Debbie.
All right. So is it just any question, or is it based off the one y'all do? Okay.
Any question.
Oh, Lord, we're in trouble.
All right. Creamy or nutty? I'm just playing that. I don't know. I can't really think of much that I feel like I haven't asked y'all before, I guess. What's probably the funniest or weirdest / maybe awkward, just most memorable, like crazy cigar experience you've had before? Maybe with a friend or somebody totally random. It doesn't matter.
Spending $30 on a cigar that sucked.
There you go.
No, it was $40. It was over $40 on a cigar that sucked. It was, I would say, podcast related. It was everything that was on the Matt Booth episode. If it's in real life, it is being in Murfreesboro and deciding that we had way too much to drink, and the next cigar that we were going to do was going to cost us $40 a piece, and it wasn't worth 15.
Man, how do I beat that? Because that's pretty much everything I was going to say. You should let me go first every once in a while because you're stealing my answers. I agree completely, man. I also one time in complete pitch black lit the wrong side of a cigar. I smoked a motherfucker though. But it was, yeah.
I will say there's been a couple of times on the Herf where I've been when we had a few guests on that I've been so enthralled in what the guest was saying, I picked up the cigar out of the ashtray and started to smoke it lit in first. I've done that twice. That sucks.
Twice.
Twice.
That is the worst thing. Honestly, like 20 to 30 of our episodes, out of 43, I have completely forgotten that I'm the one supposed to be hosting the podcast. I get so intrigued in what I'm watching, I forget I'm part of it. It gets crazy every once in a while.
Just gives extra profile.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, it tastes like burnt skin and human.
It's delicious.
It's wonderful. So is there anything that you can think of that we could do different, better, or anything like that?
Not that pops up on my mind right now, you guys, but I thought about it because I think, you know, we y'all have asked that quite a time. Y'all seem pretty open for feedback. But every time I think of something, then I'm like, there's cons to it too, because there's just such a great open flow to it. I mean, then you just get the opportunity to, you know, have it go so many different ways. And I feel like if you try to change it, it can limit one area. You might miss out on something. So I think you guys are doing great just how it is. But if I think of something, I'll let you guys know. But just keep doing the great work. And like I said, you guys are a blessing. So it's always a pleasure.
I appreciate you, brother. And we'll be hanging out a lot this weekend, man. I can't wait to kick this thing off on Saturday, brother. But we'll be in touch tomorrow. And if you have a little time tomorrow night, maybe we'll be out somewhere. But I'll give you a shout, brother.
Any word yet, Charles?
Yeah, you already know that answer.
You got to be kidding me. Still?
Yeah, we've already talked about that one. So, Debbie, thank you for jumping on here. We'll talk to you, and
I was just playing. All right.
Make sure
Appreciate
y'all take plenty of pictures for me. I'll appreciate it.
All right, you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Later, Dave.
I tried to shut it off. And you said,
All right. Well, somebody's having a party. I don't know who that one is, but anyways, we do have Chris on here. But Mick, I'll let you pick the next person that we're going to talk to, and we'll try to let Chris stay on here for a few minutes.
Oh yeah, we're kind of going backwards here. So, John, Captain Aldi, let's see what we got here.
Well, so Beard Apothecary side, we've got some new stuff coming out. We dropped the Moustache Wax. I think you guys had one of the first. You guys absolutely had the first commercial for it. We did that in honor of our good friend Larry Moose, who helped out tremendously with the entire process of coming up with the actual formula for it. And it was his research. It was him and Tanya putting their heads together, and that's how that went. So, and you guys might have seen that there's been a change of scenery here. Eddie's been moved down the wall a little bit, and I've got some clown stuff up here. We announced on Tuesday that I've become a partner with the clowns. So I'm part owner of the Cigar Clowns. And
Nice.
it's pretty wild. I was beyond humbled. Joe called me, he was telling me about it, and I was kind of just sitting back, and I was like, what? And he's like, are you speechless? I said, fucking A, for the first time. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. And the caveat is that, you know, the guys have been nothing but fantastic, and they're allowing me to keep everybody that I have as it is. So I didn't have to drop anybody. So it's not, I didn't have to drop all the other brands that I was with. So I'm able to still promote and sell the other brands that I have. So I'm really excited about this journey. You know, and I say it every time when I'm with the other guys. I'm like, you guys have cured me from ever wanting to be a brand owner, and here I am. So, yep. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And
congrats on that, man. That's incredible.
Thank you.
It fits you perfectly. I know you've been a huge supporter of them since day one, before you were even repping them, man. So
yep.
I've always said it, man. You won't support something unless you believe in it.
Oh,
And,
for sure.
And that's what makes it special, man. And I know if you're telling me something's good, I have to try it because it's probably fucking good.
Yep.
So I mean, it's that relationship we have, and hopefully other people see that as well, and you continue to take them to another level, man.
It's really exciting, and we can't forget to mention that coming up for your 50th episode, you are going to team up with me, Ish, and Randy for Cigar Dudes, and we're going to do a joint podcast for your. I think it'll be your 50th. I think we're doing that September 11th. We decided.
Yeah, I don't think that's our 50th. I think that's actually like our 48th or something. But,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do it together, and we're gonna kind of bring both platforms, and it's gonna be a blast. I cannot wait, and just to figure out what the hell we're gonna smoke, and just listen to the five of us just fucking go. It's gonna be great.
That text message went stupid the other night, so it was a good time. I know where we're heading.
Yeah. You can't leave me opportunities like that, and I'm just gonna fuck with it. So
it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Well, I will let you talk with Randy and them. So I mean, we could go a few different routes with that. We could go with something completely different and off the wall, or we can go with Randy's brand, or we can go with something clowns related. So I'll let you.
Honestly, those, unless we have a guest, I mean, we've done them before where we just gave Ish some cigars. I gave him 3 cigars one night. Well, I was down there for an event with him in West Palm. It was a TPA event, and I gave him 3 unbanded cigars. Shit, I knew he didn't smoke, and he went through each cigar, smelled it, smoked it, and then told us what the wrapper, filler, binder was, and probably told us shit that we probably shouldn't have known. And at one point, he was texting back. One of them was the last call from AJ Fernandez, and he was literally texting AJ Fernandez live while we were doing the whole podcast. So it was an absolute trip. He got nothing wrong. Every fucking thing.
I watched that one, and
it was my.
I will say that, yeah, it was absolutely insane about how well his palate is. Now, there's not a chance in hell that I would ever be able to name what farm, what country, what brand, or whatever it was. But if you want to be I know we got a little bit of time, and we can send you some money that way. But if you want to have some fun with it, if you want to pick whoever's going to be on the podcast, if you want to pick some blind cigars, the same cigar for all of us, and send it to us, we'll review that cigar.
Yeah, I mean, we've got one coming up where we've got Ish versus AI, and so Randy came up with an AI blend and sent it to Ish, and when he goes to the DR in a week or so, he's going to make the blend there based on the AI piece, and then he's going to make it the right way. And he's going to send it to us, and we're going to go through and smoke them and see if we can figure out what the fuck they are.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. But it's just it's been a whirlwind. We've had a lot of fun. I was just with Rue, Pedro, and Val for an event in Jacksonville, Florida, and we had an absolute blast. Even staying in the hood, we learned that Rue will never pick a Airbnb again, and Val has put the hammer down. She met us outside to tell us Rue will never pick a fucking Airbnb again. And but we had an absolute blast. It was just a great time. And do not let them fool you. Without Val, they're lost. Val's the glue that holds that team together. For sure. And
you hear that? Her head just got bigger.
Yeah. Listen, I watched her go full fucking native on a fucking cockroach down there. Lost her shit, murdered that thing. So fair the Val.
Yeah, right.
So if you had any hotbox question that you would ask either one of us or both of us, what would it be?
Oh God, I still can't get over the fucking soup one. It just sticks in my head because, and that's the thing, I just can't justify it. I don't know how Mick can justify that fucking cereal's a soup. It just makes no fucking sense to me. So,
did you see the Lampert episode? Stefan Lampert goes, "Yep, absolutely, 100%. It's protein and liquid." He said that there's cold pea soup. He said, "Absolutely, it's
yes,
a soup."
I realized it was cold soup, but it's just I don't know. It didn't hit right at all.
I don't truly believe it myself, but
it's my favorite question.
It's great.
It's my favorite question. I wait for it every week.
Great.
But
Right.
if I had any advice, I would probably think that you might want to have Taco on instead of Norm once in a while. Taco's way more entertaining.
That might happen soon. You never know.
For those that don't know, Taco's the one.
All right, so I will, since he doesn't have a hotbox question for us, we're going to go ahead. Norm actually put in a chat that it is getting insanely loud where he's at, and he would love to go next. So I think he's probably going to jump here in a second. But
I'll do too, so you can get someone else in.
While he's in there, we are going to give away. Guys, go ahead and type in #RealSmoke. We're going to give away. He decided to do two prizes. One is going to be a $35 gift card from Cigar Vault. I didn't say Beard Apothecary this time. That's awesome. And the other one is going to be your choice. You can either choose the $35 gift card, or you can choose the Real Smoke Podcast 5-pack that we have a couple left. So you can choose either one of those. So we'll let Norm go ahead and talk, and then we'll roll those really quick and go ahead and get those out of the way. So Norm, jump on here, buddy.
I'm going to do a Beard Apothecary sample pack.
Cool. We'll do that after this one.
Yep. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Wait. Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Here. Yeah, stay on here, Aldi.
You absolutely need to have Taco on here. If you do that, you need to be prepared for another Goofy incident. Just gonna throw that out there.
Oh no,
that is great.
He can become wild. I guess some new stuff we have going on. One is our dividends we just closed out the month on dividends, so our dividends is actually back open. So we were fully sold out throughout the month of September. We have more spots available, so that's something new that is available. Before I go into something new, this right here is a gift that was given by Rue from Haze Gray in a little 5-pack exchange that we did. This is Cordova Cigar Company that made it host us. Great cigar. Just wanted to thank Rue for that. Shout out to him. Our dividends, for those that don't know, that's I want to call it, it's like a cigar of the month club, but we do a lot more than just cigars on there. We always try to include something additional in it, whether it's like in this particular month, we did some coffee and some other things in there, but it's always an insane package on there. I know Aldi is a member of it. That is on this group here. So that's like something new because we tend to not have a lot of spots open. It's very much a very limited thing. So that's something that we have new. We have, I won't disclose the manufacturer, but we do have a brand exclusive cigar that we're going to be releasing here in the fall that some people have been able to try and I believe really quite enjoy. That will be dropped in the fall, so stay tuned for that. That's some new and exciting stuff to get a brand exclusive. I mean, we're not even a year old. Our 1 year is right after you guys. So that's all really exciting stuff that we have kind of coming out over here.
I think it's really awesome that you're celebrating your 1 year at the same time we are. I think that's really cool.
I think it was a missed opportunity. You guys could have been out here doing a live podcast in a complete shit show. It would have been amazing. You would understand what it is to battle the background noise, or lack thereof.
Well, Mick is used to trying to battle the background noise. I mean, usually it's geese or drag racers or gunshots.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I mean, I'm just like I always tell people, like, I'm genuinely a cigar nerd when it comes down to the root cause of everything that we do, right? So, like, to me, the cigar lounge was just a way to be able to explore more into the leaf and kind of be able to get smaller brands out there. It's just one thing that we've always done. Our humidor, it's all boutique. I mean, Aldi's been here in person. He could kind of talk about what he's seeing, but we really don't have a lot of big brand, big box representation at all in our humidor. We are bringing in Haze Gray. Had an amazing. I like to say it was amazing. I mean, but when I got to meet Rue and Val, they rolled in. I couldn't believe they showed up after driving. I would have literally went and taken a nap, but they showed up here at the lounge. And I want to say hung out with us till just after midnight. So I mean, that was pretty incredible for them to be able to do that. So that they're coming into the lounge. I actually got the tracking number today, so we'll actually have some Haze Gray cigars up on the shelf that we're going to be releasing. We've got some pretty cool things. So as like a small lounge, we actually do a lot of really big things for the community. Like for example, like Frank and I think I've known almost everybody on this screen right now, either through different groups. The lacrosse thing that he had mentioned. I supported that fundraiser. My son plays lacrosse, so when I found out about what happened on there, I was like, holy shit, like that's something we got to get behind. But I've always said it, the cigar community is one of the most giving communities that exists in this planet, man. It's like you can get at one table. When I was actually down in Nashville at Franklin Cigars once, and I was sitting in a lounge alone. I got a conversation with a plumber, and then this other gentleman joined us, and we all had a conversation for 3 hours, and didn't realize the guy that was sitting across from us was a Fortune 50 CEO. And we were just like, where else in the world are you gonna be able to do something like that? And cigars are just it's a unity amongst the elite that I think is just an incredible leveling field across no matter where you're from, where you're at in life, your financial status. This just balances everything, and you can have conversations about it. It's an amazing thing. In terms of like the hot box question, I actually wanted to kind of think of something a little bit differently. And I want to ask you, like, out of all of the cigars you've smoked that are discontinued, which one would you bring back and why?
Ouch. You can, for me, you could find a lot of them on Cigar Bid. But I don't think they don't taste the same that they used to. But the Crown Heads Series E that came out when they actually first put it out, I love that cigar. That's one of my favorite cigars, but you can find a lot of them on Cigar Bid. But when you get those, they don't taste like the Series E that I remember. But the Series E was the first cigar from Crown Heads that I fell in love with and went for. So me, the original Series E from Crown Heads.
Man, I'm honestly kind of new within the last like 4 or 5 years of smoking cigars regularly. So I don't know that I can really answer that question truly. I mean, I've fallen in love with some over the years that I know I could never go back to now and think it's a great cigar like I did back then. But I don't think the cigar has really changed. I think my palate's evolved. So I can't really say that there's anything that I can jump on that one with.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, so Norm, first, is there anything, since you are the main sponsor of the podcast, is there anything that you think that we can do better or that we could do better to help you on here that we're not doing now?
No, man, I think you guys are great. I think the authenticity behind it, I think, is awesome. I can directly relate with Mick on all mispronunciations just because, well, you know, welcome to my New England side of me that can't pronounce ours, that people like to mess around with me on, Aldi. But I love the authenticity. One thing I always said this, like, if there's one thing I could do, which I absolutely cannot do as a vendor, which I would love for someone to do. Like I absolutely would love for someone to do it. If you guys ever want to really take it on, would be like everyone does like my top 5 cigars of the year. I would love to see my top 5 worst cigars of the year. Like it's like
All
not
right.
every cigar you smoke is a banger, right? And there's a lot of shitty cigars that get released. I would absolutely love that because I think that's a more controversial topic out there. I absolutely can't do it because I will get shit on by vendors being a cigar shop owner. But that would be really cool, I think, on there. I don't know.
We could possibly do that.
Yeah.
I may end up.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty blessed with who we've had on, and we I'm not saying they're all bangers, but they're all good cigars, you know, because we kind of handpick who we bring on. But we could definitely, we've had some bad ones over the last year, and we'd probably take some shit for a few of the ones we considered bad. So we'll kick it around.
Yeah.
All right, so since you're still on here, we are going to go ahead and do your 2 giveaways, and then we're going to jump into John's giveaway. So, guys, type in #RealSmoke. The first one that we're going to give away, and again, everybody who is watching, you're eligible to jump on here. You know, for Cigar Vault, you got to send Mick or the podcast page your mailing name, address, phone number, and email address, and we will get that over to Norm as soon as possible. So the first one that we're gonna give away is a $35 gift card to the Cigar Vault. So let me go ahead and get that ready to spin. Let's go ahead and do that one. Here we go. I know I'm not like the cigar dudes and got all the music behind it and all that, but I will say, around and round, here we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Devin, are you on here? Devin says, well, he's not responding to us, but he's responding to something else. But Devin is on here.
Devin, do you want the $35 or the August 5-pack? You get the choice.
No, wait. He gets the 35. The other one is coming up.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So prize number 1 is the $35 gift card.
Okay. Cool. Like it.
So we're going. Prize number 2 is going to be your choice of either a $35 gift card, or you can get the prize pack that we did for the month of August. So you just got to let us know what you want. So only person that cannot win on this one is Devin again, I'm looking at the picture now. He's in the gym holding his phone, taking a picture of his biceps. That's a little gay. Just saying. Brent, are you on here? Let us know that you're on here, and do you want the $35 gift card, or would you like the Real Smoke 5-pack? And if you're not on here, we will move on, and we will let somebody decide how long it's been that we need to go ahead and jump him off here.
Can't wait too long tonight. I think we have a room full of people and some waiting.
We have people that's jumping on here. Brent's on here, and he says that he will take the 5-pack. So Brent, 5-pack. So Brent, do me a favor, send Mick your mailing name, address, and phone number, and all that wonderful information. We will get it to Norm, and we will make sure that you can get your 5-pack. So, all right, Norm, I know that you've got some crazy stuff going on there. Is there anything else you would like to add, or?
No, I guess
whatever.
Can I do anything better for you guys?
Bro, you're doing more than we could ever ask.
Yeah, you're doing amazing. I will say you've helped us learn some things about maybe how we're promoting and how we're doing things for you. So it's been a learning experience for us, and it's become a friendship, man. And we appreciate everything that you've done for us, and hopefully we're giving back to you like you're giving back to us, man. And we just want to continue the relationship long as we can, brother.
No, absolutely, man. If you guys need some cigars to do that blind review, let me know.
Oh, that'll work. We can do it.
Just let either reach out to me and we'll figure it out, or drop Aldi in the chat and we'll get it going.
That'll work. We can do it.
All right, awesome.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for jumping on here, and thanks so much for everything that you do for us. So we appreciate it.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Bye, easy guys.
All right, so we do need to do one for Aldi on here. Aldi is giving away something for Beard Apothecary. So once again, make sure you type in #RealSmoke. The only people that cannot win is Brent and Devin. So let me go ahead and get that pulled up here. We have so many freaking people trying to jump on here. This is insane.
This might be my fault somewhat.
You have overwhelmed me. Let me just say that. So let's draw again, and this is for something from Beard Apothecary.
I'll do I got a nice little pack of.
Get your ends up. Are you still on here?
We'll do a sample pack.
Awesome.
All right. So what do you need from the winner?
Name, address, email, all that stuff.
Yeah, either send it to me if he's on here or directly to John. Probably to me. I'll send it to John. That's fine.
Yep.
Send it to the podcast page or to me.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Get your ends up. Are you on here? Mick, go ahead and start your mental countdown. That way we can spin again if we need to.
All right. Yeah, we're running out of time already. 5, 4, 3, 2. Spin that beautiful wheel.
All right, so one more time. Here we go. Let's draw again. So the only people that cannot win are the people that have already won before. Smoking Solstice. We can actually do that if you get it to Mick.
Yep, I'll send it to Mick.
Perfect.
You get it to Mick. Mick can get it to him.
All
right, so Solstice, if you're on here, make sure you let us know. That will be international.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Can you imagine the shipping to fucking New Zealand?
Oh,
he's tried.
Yeah, no. He says he is here, so
got it.
Mark, what we are going to do, he says, holy crap. Mark, what we're going to do is we're going to give John Mick's address, and we'll get that to you. So you're going to go home with some good Beard Apothecary stuff. So
he's got a beard. That's
huge. Thanks. Yeah. So that's awesome.
I will say Mark's going to need a bigger suitcase when he goes home.
Yep.
But,
sure.
He's going to be in trouble. So John, huge thanks to you for doing the drawing and stuff, and huge thanks for jumping on. And you were actually our first person who decided to sponsor the podcast, and we love it. So thank you so much.
You guys are welcome. Good luck. Hi, Jonasito.
Jonas is on here. So what's up, Jonas?
Everything good, are you?
Oh yeah, we're doing fantastic. And Aldi just jumped off here, so we did open the room up for a little bit more. So Mick, who are we going to next for some questions? Because we're gonna let's go into
Frank, Robert and Haze Gray for the last 3 of our.
Well, we also have. Well, we can also go Angel on here. We also got Chris on here. So we can go that route as well.
Okay.
Let's go, Chris.
Okay.
Let's go, Chris. What's up, Chris? Papaw. He might be on mute.
Jesus. There we go. Now I had to figure out how to unmute myself. What's up, family? What up, kids?
What's up?
Well,
So
you know.
you've been hanging out in the background for quite a while and just watching and listening. So you're another TriStar family member on here, as well as somebody we've met along the way. And I will say that when it's been a couple of years. we started the podcast and you were somebody who jumped on from day one. So I have to say that I appreciate that one. So thank you so much.
Hey, you guys have become a family to me, so you know. And yeah, I love you guys. That's I'm not on every week, but hey, just sit back, relax, and it's always good. I've met some beautiful people on the TriStar.
Yeah, man, we talked about it earlier, right when we opened the show, man, and that's why I'm so passionate about the vice president thing and just being a part of the club, man, because it turned into family in less than 2 years. I'd do anything for anybody here, man. You know what I mean? And it's turned into more than that, and that's why this whole thing got started. So I guess that's why I'm so passionate about it, man, and I appreciate you being part of that journey.
Yeah, no, it's been my thrill more than anything,
So one of the things I'm going to ask is, we have a lot of people that are drawn to TriStar just because it's something different, but we also have a lot of people who are drawn to TriStar because of other reasons. What drew you to TriStar, and what made you decide to really jump in with the podcast?
Wow, that's a good question. So I was in the early stages of different clubs. I was in a club that we're not going to mention that decided to implode. I saw Aldi was in here. Talked to him a little bit about it, and I said, you know what? Let me go check it out. And then you guys welcomed me in with open arms, and I was like, you know what? I really enjoy these guys, And it's I'm in clubs that it's just balls to the walls. It's razzing hardcore. Whereas we can razz on here, but it's a little more laid back and more calm. And you guys are just it's a different vibe. It's family oriented. I guess the easiest way to say it. We tease, we razz, we joke, we have a good time, and it's a good outlet when you just need to have a smoke and just unwind. If you have a bad day, it's a great day to just let it go.
See, I
it's like
was somebody who jumped.
Session.
I jumped into a lot of clubs starting out and just seeing what was going on, and the thing when I took over the previous club and then started this one, the one thing I wanted was to be more family oriented. I wanted people to be able, if their kids were in the background, it was okay. If people wanted to talk about their families, it was okay, because there were, like I said, it was balls to the walls for a lot of clubs, and I kind of wanted something different. I wanted something that was more laid back, and I wanted you to be able to prop your feet up on the table and talk about your day. And that is the reason I started and kept going. And it's the reason I'm still with the club and still trying to head the club right now. Like I said, I'm trying to head the club.
Well, that's why you got Mick. Even though he can't pronounce shit, but that's why you got Mick.
I can't, but I'll handle shit, man. I got this.
That's what she said.
Exactly. No, I couldn't agree more, man. Charles and I have said that many times, whether it's Tuesday night with the Herf crew or with the podcast. Like, we've all had shitty days, man, and we hop on there, and at the end of the Herf or at the end of the show, we're better. I'm not saying everything's perfect, but that time took your mind off of the normal everyday bullshit and just connecting with like-minded people, whether it's venting or whether it's listening. This show does that. And hopefully it does it for our viewers and our fans too. Hopefully everybody kind of gets that vibe where they get a few hours to just forget about the normal everyday bullshit. So
exactly. We've never, unfortunately, I've never met some of you guys in person, where others I've met in person, but I've gotten to know you. I've gotten to know about your kids, your wives, your family, everything, and it makes a big difference, because you live vicariously through, hey, I know this guy. And I know if I go down to Tennessee, I got a place where I can go meet up with somebody and just, boom, I got these guys, And that's or if it's not Tennessee, it's well, I'll go see Rob in New Orleans or go see Aldi in the Carolinas, wherever you're going to be, it makes a difference.
See, my wife is part of a different club, and even back to a couple of years ago, you know, we'll be talking about somebody in TriStar, and she'll go to a Herf, and it'll be like, "Hey, this is so and so. This is their wife. That let me tell you about their kids." And she's like, "How do you know so much about their life?" It's like,
Right.
because we go into their family. She's like, I don't know anything about the families of anybody else we're involved with. And it's like, that's why we're different.
That's why it's different, right? And I mean, I'm in a couple other clubs where it is that way. Like the Cigar Army, it's that way. We're very family oriented there too, and some of the other ones. But it does make a difference because this one is a little more laid back. It's a little more family oriented too. Some of the other clubs you get in and the whole crew gets in there, but now in here, we'll jump in and all of a sudden somebody will say, we'll look at you as an example, Charles. I'll know that you're still working because you're just not paying attention. You got shit you're doing. And we'll just carry on a conversation and you'll just perk your head up because we know what's going on. We know that you've got something going on. Or, this guy's got something going on. It makes a difference, and it makes a difference for that person that may be having something going on in their life that they just need to expel that negative energy out just to make them feel better.
See, it's been one of those things where we as a club have been, we've been there with people when they're going through, losing a family member or going through a divorce or going through a loss of a job. And instead of just like, it's not all about cigars and stuff, it's all about who the family is, who the people are.
Yep.
And we're invested in the lives of our people because we're not cigar
100%.
people. We really dive into wanting to be family. So it's one of those things that, that's the proudest thing when it comes to the club that I am proudest of is that we probably know more about each other's lives than most clubs do about their other members.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
I'm gonna top that off by saying before we got on tonight, I had Mark from New Zealand message me, and he said, "Hey, I was thinking about you all day yesterday. How did your tour go?" Again, I really don't talk about what I do for a living on here, but he asked me how that tour went. He was thinking about me and he prayed for me, and I'm like, "What? A dude from New Zealand that I know that I've never met in person yet?" Because I was venting about that a little bit about how shitty or potentially shitty the day actually went well, but it was a long ass day. And a dude from New Zealand that we met through here was actually thinking about that. That's crazy. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you, Chris. One, we're giving everybody a chance to ask us a hot box question. So do you have a question for us?
What's funny is I'm a few drinks in because it's that weekend. I'm at the campground, so I'm spending a lot of money to live like a homeless person. I've got the family, my other family behind me at the fire pit. Celebrating my 53rd today. Mm-hmm.
Is today your birthday?
I saw that earlier.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah,
happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Everybody posted in the chat. Happy birthday, Chris!
Yeah. So I'm throwing back some Basil Hayden toast. It's the first time I've had this one. It's but I can't. It's funny. I'm on the spot. I'm on the spot. I can't think tonight. I know this is me. I'll throw shit out all the time on our TriStar. Tonight I'm freaking speechless. Go figure.
Wow.
There's the wife in the background breaking my balls.
There she is.
But yeah, I don't want to keep you guys tonight. You got a full house, so I'm gonna step away, let you get down to. You got a whole shit ton of other guys in here. So I'm gonna step away and I'll let you guys can carry on. And I appreciate you letting me jump in for a little while. I love you guys. You're my family as well.
We love you too.
Thanks so much, brother, for jumping on here. We appreciate you. Yeah, happy birthday. Enjoy the family time. Have a great evening, and we will talk to you next week.
All right, I'll catch you.
See you, buddy. So Frank asked to be the next one on here. So Frank, we'll let you jump on here next.
Hey guys, how's it going? So we already discussed what we had Cigar Army has going on, our big Toys for Tots at the end of the month. But the other thing we wanted to be sure that we mentioned is if anybody wanted to come join our group, hit up our Facebook page, answer a couple of questions. We're always looking for members, and we're trying to show that a small group can make a difference. So if anyone's interested in not just being in a cigar club, but helping us in our Operation Give Back mission, we really would like to welcome you to come join us and see what we're about and be a part of our mission. Excuse me. We're going into our third year next year. We have a lot of things coming up. Our membership is very involved. Rob's part of it, and Chris, who just signed off, and Aldi know about it. We keep our members involved in everything that we do, fundraisers, talking about cigars, getting people to come help us out for different projects. So if you're interested in joining us, just go to Facebook Cigar Army, answer a couple of questions, the basic stuff, and come join us. We definitely would like to grow, but we're also happy being at the level that we're at because our group, everyone seems to be on the same page, which is important. And we really like to get members to help us show that a small group of people can make a difference in the world, whether it's Toys for Tots or veterans, first responders, or just someone who just is down in their luck and needs a little bit of help. That's what we're trying to do. I guess my hotbox question for you guys would be, of all the cigars that you've smoked, and you don't have to get too detailed, do you prefer boutique craft cigars more, or are you still into the legacy cigars?
I'll start this one, man. I haven't had a legacy cigar besides maybe I got one in like a sample pack or something. I have not had one in probably the last 2 to 3 years. I mean, boutique's everything to me. There's too much good stuff out there that has blown me away to not stay in that lane.
I will say that I am like heads over heels for boutique cigars. The only like mainstream cigar that I'm still currently actively smoking would be the Undercrown 10. I had that one 2 nights ago or something like that. It still makes me go back to like, I love this cigar. But when I smoke a lot of the other like heritage stuff, I get to the point to where I'm like, it's okay cigar. But then when I smoke a lot of the boutique stuff, it's like, holy shit, I'm picking out stuff that, I'm not getting from other stuff. So it's a 100% boutique all the way.
Nice.
Hey, Frank, I'll just say, we appreciate you, man. And there's not many clubs out there or whatever you want to say that are doing as much as you guys. And I know you're small, man, but you guys are making a big fucking difference. So keep doing what you're doing, man. We got your back 100%, and hopefully we can continue this for a long time.
We appreciate that. Thank you. And I would like to say, with regards to the podcast, you really not need to start doing the Mick Word of the Day segment. I think that would be great.
I did not know this was this popular.
Mick,
I did not know this was this popular.
I am in the same spot that you're in. Chris just jumped off. I can't pronounce half the cigars that I smoke, or half the good cigars out there. Rob knows this, and they make fun of me all the time. But heck, if they're going to make fun of us, you might as well make a segment out of it and get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? The little Mick Word of the Day.
That segment is like pronouncing what the cigars are made out of.
I have the same problem with that. I enjoy the cigars, I really do, but I can't pronounce them. I'm sucky with the blends. But hey, I enjoy the cigar, and at the end of the day, it's all about the stick. So I'm good with that. But I think a Mick Word of the Day segment would be pretty fun somewhere in the middle, just to break it up, just to see what he comes up with. Would be pretty good.
I think we can figure out something to do with that one.
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks again for the platform, guys. I appreciate it.
Man,
Happy 1 year
appreciate
again.
it. Yeah, thank you so much. So the next one on here that asked to go next was our brother Robert, who is the new membership captain for the TriStar Herf crew. He is also the sponsor of our cigars that we're smoking of the night. So he is the one and only Fred Durst of the cigar industry. So what's up, Robert?
Not much, man. Hopefully my connection's good. Living in a small town, I've been buffering the whole time watching this. But as we're celebrating your 1 year, I realized that 2026 is going to be my 10-year making knives.
Nice.
So that's
Congratulations.
kind of a cool thing for me to realize. And I've been making – thank you. I've been doing cigar cutters now for 4 years. So enjoying that. My next big event, I guess, is Saturday. So that'll be pretty awesome. And
yeah, man, I've been promoting
the hell
out
I have
of that,
something
brother.
coming up at a local lounge here. Thank you so much. In October, I'm going to have a cut and light at a lounge in Lebanon, so I'm excited about that. It'll be my first time doing that with my cutters. So, we'll see what the feedback comes from that. But, things are moving along. I'm enjoying it. I will say, as far as I didn't hit you first and earlier about a giveaway, but I figured I would do this as a giveaway.
Oh, wow.
So it's one of my cigar holders.
Nice.
So one of my cannons. So, but yeah, I'm excited to be a part of this. I'm excited to support you guys. I'm excited to see where it goes. My hot box question is: you're with a friend and you're getting a hot dog. What's the one condiment they can put on a hot dog that would ruin your friendship?
Oh God, that mayonnaise.
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 I
Put
gotta say
mayonnaise
then-
on a hot dog. I'm done.
I guess it sounds like we're not going to make the year 2 because I do that pretty regularly. So I honestly don't know, man. I put a lot of weird shit on hot dogs, man. Freaking hot sauce and ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise and relish and I don't know what other condiments are there, man. Onions. I hate fucking onions. Fuck onions.
I love onions on a hot dog.
Oh man, grilled onions are great. My ex put mayonnaise on a hot dog. I think that's why we're exes. Maybe, I don't know. Go figure. So, and I'll say this: as far as maybe something down the road is maybe some more accessory themed podcasts.
I get that. We can do that.
So
that's a great idea. All right.
How you cut a cigar, why you cut it that way, the history behind a straight cut, V cut, punch, why you might have to purge a cigar, what's the best tool for that, things like that give people maybe some knowledge if they're new in the cigars, or even if they're old, something that gets them kind of a new insight on how to enjoy what they do better.
So maybe for the next year, at least maybe one podcast a month that we do a Mick and I podcast, that we have somebody on here that we talk about cigar fundamentals, whether it's cutting, lighting, and things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I love it.
But again, hopefully in 9 years, we're having this conversation about you guys having a 10-year.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, man, it's been a hell of a ride so far, and if we continue at this rate, man, I don't know how we're gonna have to pay for that $500 to get more people on kind of thing for the streaming service. But no, it's been a great ride, and it's all because of people like you guys, man. Everybody that's been here tonight so far that's supported, man. It's just it's awesome, and yeah, man, I can't wait till Saturday, man. We've only hung out a few times in person. 2 or 3 times now, but I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a great day on Saturday. I have very high hopes for you guys and Haze Gray and everybody just to be able to sell your products and also have a great day where we can represent, the people that have supported not just the show, but TriStar and just the cigar community as a whole, man. It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be fun. And all I can say to that is keep rolling.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Charles, as far as the giveaway, I'll need the same thing as everybody else: address, your name, email.
That'll work. We'll go ahead and do that one right now. So let me go ahead and pull that up. There we go. So the same thing. The only people that cannot win is somebody who's already won tonight. Anybody who has won in the past, you're still good. So we'll go ahead and draw the names. Make sure you have hashtag Real Smoke in there. And here we go. So Rob has a amazing cigar rest. So Chef Squatch, are you on here? So in the comments, I just looked in the comments. We have 62 comments that I have not responded to. So got to go back a little bit.
Crazy nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Mick. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I know your OCD's going crazy.
So,
right now.
Cigar Squatch, are you on? Or Chef Squatch? Yeah, it's killing me right now. So I will let Mick go ahead and start whatever countdown that he has in his head. But Cigar or Chef Squatch, I keep wanting to say Cigar Squatch.
I think they should change
You
their
should
name
be Cigar
because
Squatch.
we said so.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So I guess 5. There's geese in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear them. 4.
Damn the fuck the geese.
3. 2.
We're good. So Chef Squatch says I'm here. So
if you change your name.
So yeah, congratulations on that one. So do me a favor, hit Mick up on the podcast channel with your mailing name, address, all that wonderful stuff, and we will get it to Rob, and he will get it out to you.
Next week.
Devin says, definitely Cigar Squatch. Yeah, you got to change your name. 100%. So.
And again, congratulations, guys. And Haze, great guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys this Saturday.
Likewise, man. Can't wait.
Yeah,
Right
hey,
on.
Robert, if you get into town early tomorrow, let me know, and maybe we can meet up for a beer. We'll figure it out. I gotta see what time these guys get in, but we'll figure it out, man. Hit me up.
I plan on Beth and I plan on getting up there about 1 o'clock, so or 12 or a little earlier. So right on.
That's about the time I'm getting out, man. So just let me know what's up. Let me know how your night shapes up, man. We'll hit you up.
Send me your digits.
Okay, right after this, man.
All right.
All right, so our next person we're going to bring on here is Angel. What's up, Angel?
How's it going, everyone?
What's going on?
Congrats to your 1-year anniversary.
It's been a ride, trust me.
Charles' OCD's
Definitely.
kicking in a lot. It's been a crazy evening, but man, leading up to this, it's been a great year. We're pretty proud of where we're at, and it's all because of the people that have been on here tonight, and obviously everybody else watching at home, man. But you've been on, I would say, 3/4 of our shows since day one, man, and always had some great comments, won some pretty good prizes, and always supported us, man. So we appreciate that greatly.
Hey, thanks for the prizes, but hey, thanks for all you guys do for the community, because you guys are doing a wonderful job, and I enjoy the show, and keep doing what you guys are doing.
So when you look at the podcast or you listen to the podcast, is there anything that you can think that we could do better that would either reach out more people or that it would connect to more people?
I think what you guys are doing is right on, spot on. The only thing I would say, stop bringing John Aldi on the show. You know, you might lose some viewers.
I love it.
But
Every time. That's great.
But besides that, you guys are doing a wonderful job, and I see it in the chats. Like, more people are being involved and coming on, and you see new faces and like, all the time, and you guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, we're never satisfied with where we're at. It's just how we're built in life, I guess. But I guess in 1 year, getting to almost 5,000 on Instagram, and then losing everything and starting from scratch, and now we're up over that again by the end of the first year, and the numbers we've reached on Instagram and YouTube and just social media in general, man. It's been one hell of a ride, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And it's never about making money or doing anything crazy for us. We want to just give something to the cigar community where you can relax and get away for a few hours and forget about the normal everyday bullshit, man. So we're proud of what we're doing, and hopefully it continues that way. And we got some exciting stuff coming up in the near future too. So definitely been one hell of a ride, and I appreciate the kind words, man.
Yeah, it tells you what you guys are doing, because you said you lost everything and you gained it all back and more. Because people are want to be involved and want to tune in and listen to you guys, because you're doing a great job.
Appreciate that. I think Charles is over there freaking out about that. He's looking at his screen a little bit.
Nah, I'm just messaging some people that were trying to get on here and couldn't, but it's okay. So if you go back into any of the podcasts that you've listened to, what are some of the things that you think that we could do either better or that you would like to see more?
I would like to hear more about, like the farm, basically from seed to cigar, like you did with the one episode when you had Sin and the guys from Northern Cigars. I enjoyed that episode. It was his total knowledge. It was all the science of it and everything. That was fabulous. I would like to see a little bit more of that.
Yeah, that was one of our.
You're like
too,
me. Yeah. I love nerding out on that stuff, and that's
actually
right here.
Talk nerdy to me right here.
Yeah, I mean, you got the shirt on right there. Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
what I was about to say. He's got the shirt on. It says "Talk nerdy to me." So, I mean, yeah, 100%. So, if you had any, you've watched for a while, so we do the hot box questions. If you had any of the questions that we either ask or any questions that you kind of have in your head, what would you ask us? Give me a good hotbox question.
If a cigar can be a bribe, what is your what can you be bribed for your silence?
Ooh.
As in which cigar would be bribed for my silence?
Yes.
Man, I hate to be put on the spot with it, but my two cigars of the year last year were the Dunbarton Red Meat Lovers and the Lure Brownie Trout was my two cigars last year. And right behind that is the Frecky from Family by Loyalty. So like those three, I'd keep some shit quiet for those three. Trust me, there's so many on my list that I could go down through that I've absolutely loved this past year, but those three were my favorite. They just hit my palate absolutely perfectly. They were unbelievable.
I would say I would go with the Red Meat Lovers, 100%. I'm still going to go back with the Room 101 Death Bucket. If you can get me the Death Bucket, the original Death Bucket, I'm going to shut up on a lot of stuff. And then after that, it would probably be not giving anything away, but it's going to be probably the one I'm smoking tonight. It's going to be the Last Cast from Lure. I love this cigar.
Nice. Good answers.
Yeah, I know we said it a few times, but we've been so blessed this year with pretty much everybody we've had on here as guests. Obviously we have those relationships with our guests, but man, I smoke other cigars too. And a lot of them don't hold a candle to some of the brands we've had on here. And we absolutely love what we've been able to sample and try from these brands. And it's just, we're so blessed, man. With the cigars we've got to smoke this past year. 43 episodes. We've smoked a different cigar every time. And we've given some pretty great ratings and really good ratings. And we're just so blessed to be able to try all these different cigars.
Definitely has some great cigars on this podcast. Definitely great brands. Definitely.
So, is there anything that you can think of that we could do better in the next year?
Um, like 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 piggyback off your buddy, accessories. Bring more accessory brands to the forefront and let them show what they have and what they have to offer, and some one-on-one for some of the newer guys or newer people.
All right.
I love it.
That works.
Yeah. Thanks again, man, for all your support. Hopefully we can continue growing on this, man, and learn a little bit more about you as time goes on. We've connected a few times on Instagram and chatted about stuff, and definitely reach out, man. If you got any other thoughts or any other things you want to share with us, you know how to get a hold of me, man.
All right. Thank you for having me on.
All right, Mick, I'll let you pick the next person. So we still have a few that we had a few jump off here as well.
I know that we haven't talked to Mark yet, or Rob, or Mitch, but I feel like we've kind of left Haze Gray sit there and look
I
already
agree.
for the last
100%.
hour. I really feel like they've
100%.
been sitting there a while.
Yeah, it's cheers
So-
kicking my ass right now. I got to go pack my bags.
I know and that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like,
None of us
fuck, I
have
did not expect. I'm sorry, guys. No,
man.
seriously,
No.
we
All
wanted
right,
to have you
so-
be a part of this. I did not expect the first hour to go like it did.
I gotta ask, out of the three of you, how many of you are coming to Memphis? Oh my God. Oh, I'm
Yeah, we're
so
not missing it.
freaking jealous.
You better get on a plane.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
FaceTime you again, huh, Charles?
Yeah,
This
FaceTime
time-
100%.
This time tomorrow, we are going to be having drinks somewhere and cigars somewhere. I don't exactly know where yet. We still got to determine that, but I got some options for you. But this time tomorrow, it's going to be a good night.
Nice.
Yes, sir. So we're excited to be on again. Congratulations. A year is a big feat for sure. We got, like I said earlier, we got some cool stuff coming up for 2026. We're working on a couple of blends already. So definitely keep your ears and eyes open for announcements. And hot bot question. I can't come up with anything. I apologize.
I got one.
Oh,
Name
let it rip.
Pedro.
Come on.
3 people that you would love to smoke a cigar with, dead or alive.
Go, Mick.
So my dad is 91 and still alive and used to smoke cigars, but he's really become overly, and there's nothing wrong with religion. I have my own beliefs and what have you, but we've never had that cigar together. I would still want to do that, and yes, I guess technically I still have the opportunity to do that, but it's still kind of an odd situation. I know I talked about it earlier with my grandfather. He used to work in the prison system. I don't think he ever smoked a thing in his life, but I'd love to have a cigar with him. And I think I'd steal this from some of our past guests when we ask it. Winston Churchill, man, the stories from behind the scenes and how many cigars that guy smoked a day. I mean, and just kind of seeing what he went through and how he lived his life would be an amazing time, man. But I know 2 of them are family, and it's kind of a cliche answer, but I want those times back like we all do, with the people that we love. So I'd say that's probably my 3 answers.
I would say that mine would be, the first one would be Washington. I would love to sit back, smoke a cigar with George Washington and go over the whole process of, okay, we just got a country. I'm going to be the president. They want me to be the new king, but I don't want to be a king. I want to be somebody that's voted out or can step away. I want to know what his process is. Next would probably be Patton. I would love to know, because he went through everything from being the top general of the tank fleet to being pushed down to we're going to send you back and we're not going to let you participate in the war. And probably the last one, that would be hard. I would say that I would want my third one to be, I would want to sit back and smoke a cigar with either Caesar or like Napoleon. Again, it's another, like, they're conquering the world. They have all the aspects of, I am the person that's conquering the world, but at the same time, they've got to have a lot of shit on their mind. I want to know how they deal with it. So that would probably be my 3.
Well, it's weird. It's funny because we were talking to somebody this weekend, and they said one answer, because they watch your podcast, that nobody ever gives is the guy who actually sat there and rolled a leaf and lit it and smoked it. The guy who created the cigar. You know, nobody ever says that name. And it got me thinking, like, man, you're right. We all come up with these movie stars or people that, family members, and nobody ever thinks of that,
That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, who was the first crazy fucker that said, "I'm going to smoke this shit. Let me dry it first." You're right. That's crazy. Wow. I'm gonna let you guys lead in and do your last, because I know you got bags to pack and all that stuff. But I first want to say, I know this may not have gone like you expected, or we had no idea what to expect on this, but I want you guys to showcase what you're doing, because you guys are family to me and Charles, and I'm so looking forward to this weekend. I'm not rubbing it in, Charles, but I'm just saying. But
just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little maybe. But no, it's going to be one hell of an event. The numbers, I think I've told you guys this. We're looking at close to 100 people just from the people I know that are coming, and then that doesn't count the normal brewery people and the people coming over from the Beale Street Cigar Fest. It's going to be a showcase for you guys, and I got some lounges that hopefully we can get you in by the time the weekend's over in Memphis. And that's a little bit of that is me being me and knowing I can drive down here and get them instead of having to email you guys or buy them offline. So it is what it is, man. But just hearing that you guys got in with Cigar Vault, and it's family helping family, man, and that's what we're trying to do. And it's seriously, I haven't been this excited about a weekend in a while. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow and Saturday, and just the memories we can build together.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Mick, and we appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to come out and showcase our stuff. We're looking forward to it. We're excited. Look forward to meeting a lot of folks up there and getting to know everybody. What we were talking a few seconds ago, but before I say one thing, you guys are doing a great job on your podcast. We love it. We watch it every week. But one thing you guys could probably change up, or not even change up, but bring back Matt Booth for one episode. I never got to see the original, so
So you want us to start all over again?
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. And then the other thing was, I don't think we got to talk in the back room, but we're gonna go ahead and give out a 7-pack sampler. So that's our entire core line as a giveaway. So if you guys want to do that,
yeah, let's do it. So we are still on here. We still have a few people on here. We have actually quite a few people on here. So make sure you type in #RealSmoke. We'll go ahead and do the giveaway. So let me get that set up. Nothing like being put on the spot.
Just seeing if you're on your toes, Charles.
No, I'm not. So go ahead and type in #RealSmoke. The only thing that you cannot win is if you won before. So let's go ahead and spin the thing. You have to be active. Here we go.
Got to spin that big beautiful
So
wheel again.
Brent has already won. So we got to spin again. So let's go ahead and draw that one again.
I love seeing Memphis Beer Drinkers Association on here. You're gonna get to meet those
So
guys
let's
this
see.
weekend.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Greg, Smoking Sicilian. So if you're on here still, post in the comments that you're on here, and we need your mailing name, address, phone number, all that wonderful stuff sent to the podcast address. Greg says he is here.
Right on.
I believe you guys know Greg, don't you?
Yeah, just a
All
little bit.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm not going to give Greg's personal business away, but Greg had a big day today. Congratulations, Greg.
Congratulations, Greg. 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So let's see. Go ahead.
No, go. No, I was just gonna say, tell everybody where they can find you, and if you guys got anything else to add. And I've been pumping up this weekend like crazy, so I think I got that part covered. But whatever you guys got to add, man, we we love you and appreciate everything you do for us. But yeah, just put it out there, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing I was going to add to that one was, the guys had their, whether they had a question or not, but did Val have a question?
No,
Uh-oh.
not really.
That scares me.
What is your favorite cereal? Charles, you go first.
Oh, Captain Crunch, but it tears up my mouth.
It does. But that's a good one.
And it actually has to be Captain Crunch berries.
Yes.
I would say honey
Mick.
bunches of oats or fruity pebbles, but I probably honey bunches of oats. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Did somebody say Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah. We're not going to dime anybody out, though.
I wonder.
Yeah. No,
All right, so
you can find us on Toro Cigars and Wolfpack Cigar Club. And then on our website, there's all the retail shops that we're located in right now. We are stopping the sales on our website starting next week. So we love to give some of the opportunity to the lounges that have taken that leap of faith in us, and especially the e-commerce. Like I said, Toro, Wolfpack, Cigar Vault's starting to carry our cigars. So definitely go in and check out.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that was big. Thank you. But other than that, and keep an eye on our social media. We're always putting out some good stuff. So Val is. But we just want to say thank you to you guys for giving us the opportunity to be sponsors and to be on your podcast, and especially to all the consumers out there that have shown us some love and support. We appreciate you all, and we love you guys.
Thanks so much, man.
It's been a hell of a ride, brother. Appreciate it.
You don't need to thank us for being sponsors. We got to thank you because, hell, you guys are doing us the best thing that you can do. So thank you so much for being a sponsor for the podcast. We appreciate it.
And keep putting out those bangers, man. I'm looking forward to what comes next. We love the brand as well.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate
it, man.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yes, have a
get
good night.
that bag packed. Let's go.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, hush. Oh, hush.
Big boy pants. I'm ready.
Sorry, Charles.
Let's go.
Oh,
it's
hush.
go time. See you guys.
So
Later,
we got Mark who's jumped on here. Mark is from Katie Cigars. He has been one of the first people that kind of sponsored the Me while in Memphis. He actually, I think he was the first for the Me while in Memphis. Was he not?
I believe so. Yeah, it was either him or Rebellion. I can't remember, but Mark has done a shitload for us, and the story behind everything
100%.
he does. My gosh, the giveaways, and they're all great cigars, man. So welcome, Mark. I believe you're muted, brother, but welcome, Mark.
He might still be muted.
I don't. Hello? Uh-oh.
Oh, we might still be muted. Mark, are you there?
I think there's a few technical difficulties going on here somewhere.
Somewhere.
Is it just me, or does
So I
Uncle
will
Mitch
say-
look like a floating head?
He
looks like a
does.
floating head.
So
That's
while
great.
Mark gets his like volume stuff, let's go to Mitch right now. So Mitch is currently the East Tennessee captain for TriStar Herf Crew. So what's up, Mitch?
Evening, gentlemen. How are you?
We are doing fantastic.
We're
I
great,
am
man.
too.
The floating head is amazing. You need to do this every time you jump on a Herf or a show. I love it. This is awesome.
Well, you know, I've got my laptop sitting here and I've got my phone, so I couldn't figure out how to get it on my laptop. The cicadas are out, so I'm like, fuck it. I put it on my cell phone. I have two. First off, cheers to y'all for 1 year. I love you. You're my family. You know, Charles knows Charles when we first met several years ago at the first Herf. Charles tried to put me over in the corner and said, "You go sit in the corner. That's where you got to be."
Whatever.
Yeah, I was new. Ben Irwin was new. We were at the Smokies over in Knoxville. At our first Herf, and loved it. I've got to meet a lot of good people. That's what this is all about.
Man, yeah, I know we've never met in person, man, but you've definitely supported us on this show from day one, and you're a consistent force on Tuesdays on the TriStar Herf, man, and I feel like I've known you forever, even though we've never met in person, and it's one of those connections that I appreciate, man, and I know you don't usually say a lot until you have to say a lot, and I appreciate that as well. It's just I can tell it's when you got something to say, you should probably listen. So I know we appreciate you, man, and everything you've done for us and here and on the club, man. It's definitely an honor to get to know you over the last couple of years.
So we appreciate all that y'all are doing for the Cigar family. Like you said, this is what it's all about. Is you get to meet different people all over the world, and brings it together, and that's what it's all about. But I won't take up much time because I know there's others still to do. So God bless y'all.
So, gotta ask you real quick: do you have give us a hot box question? Give us something that we can respond back to.
Let's see. That's good. I had thought about one a while ago, but I'd forgotten about it. That happens when you get to be my age. You kind of forget things about. Would you do anything different now that you've been in it for a while that you would do different?
Ooh, that's a good one. What do you think, Mick? What would you do different?
I think I'd have bought real equipment right away instead of trying to do it off my phone, because going back to the old videos, I'm like, ooh, and the sound quality. I'd have bought real equipment right away, and I think I'd have started digging into what it actually takes to do this before we started, and not like 3 months into it. You know what I mean? And I know Charles ate a lot of that up front, and we're still working that out. But I think a little bit more research may have been warranted before we started this journey. But again, I wouldn't change a fucking thing. Like we learned on the fly. I feel like we evolved in front of everyone's eyes because it was week by week we got better at stuff. and we figured out, the process of how this should go and the flow that it should go. And we're still learning. I don't know if we'll ever stop learning on how to be better at what we do. And I guess again, that's how we're built. But I'm proud of where we're at. I'm proud of where we came from, and it's been a hell of a journey so far.
So mine is a little bit different. So I was the one that was hesitant about wanting to do this. So if I could change anything, I would have said yes sooner.
Okay. I thought you were going to say you picked a different partner. I mean, honestly, that's
no.
I was thinking you were going.
100%. I would not want a different partner at all.
Same back.
100%. If I could have changed anything, I would have quit overthinking the process. And that's me. I would have said yes sooner. I would have said we would go ahead and do this when we first started talking about it, instead of waiting. And I probably waited 3 or 4 or 5 months and just said, "Hey, I'll think about it. We'll do it. Probably, maybe." And I would have done it sooner. So it's been a good experience. So
good deal. And I will say this for the people that are coming to Memphis this weekend: stay away from the potholes. There are people that live under the streets of Memphis.
It's that was one of my favorite Meanwhile Memphis stories, man. You could put a whole studio apartment in that one. It was crazy.
And Patua, I'm here. Love you guys.
Thanks, brother.
Much love, brother. Thanks for jumping on, man.
So let's see if Mark has got his volume working.
Mark?
Oh my goodness, he does not.
What is
Let's see if I'm going into my
difficulty. It's not me. This is great.
Yeah, I'm going. I went to my settings, and his mic is good. Yep. Nope. Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
That's painful.
He's our second guy on here. We had Jonas on here with Blackbird Cigars that was driving and could not be on here, and he jumped off, and Mark's volume's not working.
Mark, do you know sign language? No.
Oh yeah, I know that one. My wife gives me that sign language all the time.
Yeah, me too. Not your wife. I mean, maybe, but yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe. So we got Rob on here still. I mean, he's hung out with us for forever tonight. What's up, Rob?
How's it going, guys? Congratulations on a year.
Thanks, sir.
It's definitely a staple of my Thursday nights. Being able to pick on Mick.
Yeah, I still don't know why I invited you onto this one, but I felt like I had to. I was like, that fucker messes with me every week, but I do love you, man.
Well, you probably thought I wouldn't do it in, face to face, but you know me.
I do. No, I appreciate it every week. I deserve it because I cannot pronounce shit, so it's good.
I do hate that I'm missing the Memphis Herf.
So do I.
Yeah,
I heard that you're not going to be there. That's horrible.
My son's got something going on. He started college last week, and they've got an event Saturday, so we're going to be there for that. And I was really looking forward to it. The wife had already taken the day off tomorrow, so we could travel up. And we were going to hang out tomorrow with Ruin, Val, and Mick, and everybody else. And but unfortunately, family comes first. Not 100%. That y'all aren't family, but definitely got other things I got to do. So it is what it is. The wife's still off tomorrow, so I may even skip playing poker and spend the day with her.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, I get it completely. Family always comes first. We say that all the time, man. But we were looking forward to it, man. We had it all figured out how we could drive everybody and pick everybody up and do everything for that night. So yeah, man, we're excited. But honestly, we'll have other times, man. Definitely got to take care of that family thing first, for sure.
Absolutely.
So if you could think back on anything that we have done, whether it's been with the podcast or whatever, what could we do better to make it a better, whether it's a viewing experience, an audio experience? Is there anything that we could do better besides not bring on John Aldi?
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily do better, but I would more say continue with some of the themes you've done, like you did the Women's Month, you did some liquor things, you did some other things. Some of the things I was mentioned earlier with like doing accessories, doing the Cigars 101 type stuff, some more themed things. Those things outside of just the basic cigar stuff every week. I think those are things that keep people interested, and it's neat to see something else, every once in a while. Don't get so far off of it that you lose what y'all are all about, but continue those little one-offs here and there.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. My personal goal, and I know Charles and I have talked about this, my personal goal for year 2 is I want us to be known as a great podcast, not just a great cigar podcast. So just starting to branch out into those other realms of the industry, and then hopefully it carries over into just people that watch us because it's a good show and it's a fun listen. So we'll see where it goes, but I agree completely. I appreciate that feedback for sure.
Yep. I do want to give a shout out to TriStar if any of y'all are looking for a great cigar club. I'm a member of TriStar and Cigar Army, both great organizations. TriStar, I got into TriStar kind of, it was kind of an odd occurrence. TriStar had Traficante on there one night and opened it up to people, and I hopped on to see that and stayed on later. Talking to the guys of the club and got down to kind of me and Charles, and I believe it was Homer was the third one, and just chatting and had a great time, and have kind of been with the club ever since. And it's a great thing. Like I said, we do our fair share of ribbing with each other, but also we get into some serious topics sometimes that people need, and it's that it is that kind of therapy for a lot of people, and it is a great organization to be part of.
Yeah, I know a lot of clubs say it's they have their, like you guys have your other club you're part of, have your church, and whatever. But we have our therapy sessions on Tuesday for sure. I mean, we've had serious conversations, we've had funny conversations, we've had all the above, man, and that's, I think at the end of the day, that's what makes us family for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of the proudest things that I have, and I talked about that earlier, was that we don't have to be something that we're not. We can be family. We can be family oriented. We know about each other's lives, and I'm proud of that, because that's something that we set up from day one, is that we want to get to know who you are, what you're about. We don't want to know that, you like certain cigars. We want to know what your kids are doing, because, you talk about, like Frank was on here earlier, for a week and a half, 2 weeks, we were all celebrating that his daughter was overseas, like playing sports, and their team was winning. And we're like, we want to know about this. What other groups do you go into that's all invested in some other guy's kids? I mean,
absolutely.
there's not many. So I'm proud of that. I love that.
Absolutely.
So if you could give us any of the hotbox questions or any questions that you could ask us, what would you ask?
So I'm going to take mine away from the cigar stuff and give y'all something more on a personal level. So if money was no object, you want a all expenses paid trip anywhere in the world, what would be your dream vacation?
Oh, nice. Mine would probably be, I would want to go, because this is going back into, just recent, because I've been researching family. I want to go back into where my family came from in Ireland, and I want to go back into that region, and I want to explore what that person was doing there. So I want to go back to Ireland.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to start off by saying every other year I go on an all-inclusive to somewhere. We've gone to Mexico, we've gone to Punta Cana, we've gone to Aruba, and that is some of my favorite times in the world. But obviously, I can afford that because I do that every couple years. We also, Ireland is on our list as well, but that's a good one. Ireland is on our list as well, and that we plan to do that in a few years as well. And it's not something I can, afford to do every year, but we're going to do that as well. But if money was no object, my wife has always wanted to go to Hawaii. I'm not saying we can't afford that trip, but it's an expensive fucking trip if you're looking to go live like we live on vacation. When we're on vacation, there's really no budget, and we drink way too much and eat at all the fancy places, and it's vacation. And so if money was no object, I would take her for a week or more to Hawaii and actually explore the island and live like we want to live while we're there. Because not saying we couldn't afford to go there, but we'd probably live a lot less than we normally do to afford the vacation. So that would be my answer.
Very nice.
So is there anything that you can think that we could do better at what we're doing?
No, like I said, just, I think y'all doing a great job. Just, the branching, branching out to the one-off themes and everything, I think would be a huge thing, and it keeps it fresh, other than just, because eventually you're going to run out of cigars that most people care about. You're going to get into these brands that nobody's ever heard of, and nobody knows where to find them, and things like that. So doing those other things, I would love to say bring Matt Booth back, but I'd hate to see y'all start over.
Yeah, no.
But that was a great show.
That was a good one.
It was.
So, Mark, did you ever figure out your audio?
Hell, if I know, you tell me.
Yes,
100%. There you go. Hell
Welcome
yeah.
aboard.
What's up, Mark?
Good to see you guys. Congratulations.
I hate to say that we're bringing you on last, but I also want to say we're bringing on the best for last. But,
you know what? It's my mother-in-law's birthday, and you gave me a reason to hide in the garage with cigars.
No joke. I get
last
that.
is great.
That might be
That
line
works.
of the night. That might be line of the night. That was great.
I will say, as somebody who jumped on and wanted to help out and support the podcast, you were probably one of, it wasn't said to be Mick's, I guess, sponsor of the night, but that was where we was putting anybody who, would try to help us. It was the Meanwhile in Memphis. And it became something that we started as, hey, we actually may have a spot there where it is Meanwhile in Memphis. And I think you were the original sponsor, even though it may have been for one night, 2 nights, or whatever. You may have been that Meanwhile in Memphis sponsor. So I think you're the creator of that segment.
Man, if y'all need more cigars for that, just holler. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to take care of y'all.
So what's been going on with the Katie Cigars? So I mean, we haven't got to talk to you in a while. So tell us what's going on with the brand. What's going on with you all? Because I mean, you've been doing a lot.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy. Been working on some ashtrays
Really?
that we're going to produce. But primarily, we just finished blending session 1 on the Cañoncito Maduro.
Uh-oh, what is that one?
So that is a 4-inch San Andreas Maduro cannon.
A 4-inch cannon?
Yep. Goes from a 38 to a 32 ring gauge. And
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we just we're going back for some tweaks on the blend. We have a preliminary blend ready to go, but it's just not where we want it. So a few more changes on that, and we should have another blend coming.
So you're going to have a good 20-minute, 30-minute smoke. That's going to be great. I mean, you have like the winter coming up, so you've got a great. It's going to be cold, so I'm going to go outside and smoke this 20-minute cigar.
Maybe. You know, we're so strict on our quality that I may need it to sit for 3 or 4 months after it's already rested 2 months at the factory.
I get that.
So it's just going to depend on when that cigar is where we want it. You know, I'm not going to release something that isn't truly a good cigar.
That's something that I've actually talked to so many people about, man, about your brand, and hopefully it's giving you some business and kind of some looks from some other people, because man, that your standards for quality and the amount of personal care you put into everything that you do, it does show through, man.
I appreciate that. We're trying pretty hard, but it's fun, man. It is so much fun. You know, and the ashtray thing we're working on, those are going to be something different than you see anywhere else. So that hopefully that'll turn out as fun as it looks like it's going to. We just had our first prototype finished yesterday, and we're kind of beating the crap out of it. The goal for us is to make an ashtray you can't break.
Oh, nice.
Wow. I will also say, and I know it's kind of a little 2-part plug. I'm seeing your cigar on Robert's cigar cannon holder. Makes me happy, man. It just makes me happy because like it's two people that have helped us out and supported us, and we consider brothers, and they're putting those two things together, man. And it makes me happy.
Oh, those rests are fantastic. You know, couldn't be more happy with them. They turned out perfect for that cigar.
I mean, when you see that cigar sitting on that rest, I mean, you're brought back to like, I look at that thing and I'm going, because I'm an East Tennessee boy, so it's like Chickamauga Battlefield. It's the Battle of Knoxville. It's all these battles that happened in my area, and you look at that cannon, and then you look at that cigar sitting on top of it. It's 100%. It draws me back to like, could you imagine what these people would have looked at? And you know, they're smoking cigars that were like more like cheroots, these little bitty pencil thin cigars, and they see this cannon cigar rest, and they see the cannon, you know, cigar that you created on top of there. They would have gone crazy over it.
I bet they would. That would be fun to see. I'd love to see that kind of reaction.
So is there anything else you got coming up, man, besides them cigars coming out, or what do you got? What are you working on? The ashtray? I mean, there's other stuff you got coming up?
Man, the rest of my time is on the road right now. I mean, I'm the sales guy, so we are trying to get a little better penetration here locally, but we're also talking to some folks in Austin and San Antonio and Houston, which, you know, they're Texas, but when you're in Texas, it's 5 hours to get there.
Right.
So it might as well be in another state for most people. But we do have some other shops that came on, so we're excited. The growth is coming slowly but surely, and it's just more boots on the ground.
Yeah, that was a conversation we've had a few times in the last couple of weeks with different guests that we had on. And slow growth is the best growth, man, because you know it's sustainable, and you know that you can actually still have that one-on-one with the people you need to. And I feel like that's where we're at right now. We're kind of with this show. We're every day we're growing, but it's slow. But you know what? It's people that we can interact with and still maintain what we're trying to do. So it feels like it's the same way for you guys.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm glad we're growing slow because then I'm not in a back order situation, which is just going to screw you over bad when you're new.
So I will say that you've been coming out with a lot of hats and swag and stuff like that, and that is the next hat that we're pushing out for the Hatpalooza. So I know there's one of the things that we talked about when you were on the podcast is that you do everything for your brand. You're working on the hats, you're working on whether it's the swag, the t-shirts, the cigars and stuff like that. Is that something that you're still doing?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If
wow.
there's a hat, I made it in the garage. You know,
Nice.
Ashtrays in the garage.
Wait, you're making the ashtrays that you're talking about in the garage?
I am absolutely making every single ashtray myself.
Oh my goodness. So when are you going to start posting like pictures and stuff of that?
Well, we're kind of in alpha testing, so it's pretty ugly. Kind of looks like crap on a white chicken. But I think by this time next week, we'll probably have our first ashtray to beta test that'll actually look clean instead of something a kindergartner did.
All right. So what are you making it out of?
We are actually going to have ours made out of thick tooling leather.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I did not expect that. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I've been smoking cigars in that raggedy looking one all week to see how it holds up, and it's holding up beautifully.
Wow.
On leather.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's a unique, man. That's what you need. Unique. That's awesome. Wow.
I mean, if you think about it, that's what welding gloves and a bunch of other things are made of. A lot of cushioning, a lot of padding. It's all leather. And a cigar ember is not going to get hot enough to catch it on fire. It takes a serious fire. So far it's working great.
It's phenomenal. Side note, I forgot how funny you were from when we had you on before. I think I've laughed harder in the last 5 minutes than I did in the rest of the show.
I will say the one-liners are great.
100%. Phenomenal.
So I hate that we had you on here last, but at the same time, love having you on here last. You've been somebody who's watched us, pretty much since we started, because you jumped on here and started watching, some of the stuff that we were doing, and we started talking to you about it, in like a private chat. So over the next, I guess, year that we got coming up, is there anything that you can see that we could do better or that, we could change?
I need to see Mick put a stripper pole on that porch and give us a real intro to Meanwhile in Memphis.
100%. I'm all good with that one.
All right. So remind me, year 2 celebration. I got you. I don't know where I'll be at that point, but we'll figure it out. Did not see that one coming either.
So I need to start working on the next T-shirt, and it's going to be a image of Mick on a stripper pole. I love it.
God, please make it a silhouette. I don't need detail.
Yeah, you do not need any of it. Any of it.
It's going to be Mick in a thong. I'm just saying.
Man, that'd be like looking at a button in a fur coat.
I think it might sell, though.
It probably would.
You're going to have to find your own publisher since I do all the shirts. I ain't putting it out there.
I'll do the design. I'll have to ask you for like the access code into it, and that's going to be our next shirt that we do. That'll work.
867-5309. You got it.
Let's see. Somebody just put on no need for a poll. That's awesome. So you get the final question. So we asked you a shit ton of hot box questions. Do you after this, I don't know if I want to ask the question, but do you have a hot box question for us?
Oh
Lord, we're in trouble.
Nah, I'll be pretty tame.
Since when?
Well, I don't know. My wife tells me shut up a lot, so I probably ought to behave.
Well, I ain't your wife, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, one of the things I love to do and don't get to do enough is hunt. So if you guys could go on a hunt and just enjoy the hell out of evenings, smoking cigars around the fire, what would you like to go hunt? Any hunt in the world.
So I will answer this first. I've never been hunting at all.
Shit.
I've always wanted to go hunting. But growing up, my dad, I was a oh shit baby. So my dad was like 50 years old when he had me. So it was one of the things when I got old enough to hunt, my dad was already broke down. I never got the chance. So to go and do a hunt, period, would be great. I would love that. I would love to go hunt. I want to hunt a good sized deer, not for the antler. I love deer jerky. I love venison stew. I want a good deer to harvest that I can eat. That would be mine.
I've killed a lot of deer in my life, growing up in Pennsylvania, and a lot of great times with my brothers. My dad hunting. Than I did the actual killing the deer, because I've always been one of those guys. I'm like, it's fucking cold out. I don't want to sit out here for 12 hours and freeze my ass off to kill a deer. But recently, my brother went on this amazing. I've spent a little time in Colorado myself, but he went on this amazing elk hunt out in Colorado, and some of the pictures, he actually killed a massive elk. It was ridiculous. But an elk hunt in Colorado with some of them long range rifles, I think would be cool as shit.
That would be fun. But I do need to get y'all down to New Orleans to hunt alligators with me.
Ooh.
I love alligator tail.
I used to hunt those every year, and I haven't been in the last 2 years because of cigars. So we need to get down to New Orleans.
100%. Let's do it.
I don't know if you can see this on here. It never works well holding the phone up to this camera, but this is my brother with his elk in Colorado. It's ridiculous. Can you see?
Oh, no. Yeah, I can see it.
Wow.
That's,
oh, wow.
Yeah. Ridiculous. My brother has texted me 3 times ever, and that was one of them. So,
wow.
Yeah. But crazy elk. And that was his first time out there. But I guess it kind of runs in our family that we get lucky as shit when we're hunting. But yeah, ridiculous elk. And it kind of made me get the itch again to go out and kill something big.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
We need to get up with Mark and go do some gator hunting. So that would be fun.
Man, cigars, killing shit. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty terrible time. I don't know.
Yeah. Horrible.
I don't know if y'all can see this one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
That's my last gator trip.
Oh, my goodness.
Shit. That's crazy. Wow. Yep, I'm down.
Although I'm good. Let's do it.
They scare me a lot because that's a dinosaur. I don't care what anyone says. That's a dinosaur. They scare me a little.
They're pretty mellow. That's what that rifle's for. They calm down fast.
So what are you hunting them? What are you hunting them with? What rifle? What caliber?
22.
20.
Okay.
Well, all right.
All right.
I'll just take my kid's little 22 and we'll go have fun.
Shoot, you just pull on the rope and pull them up, and it's a quick pop, and you're done.
Nice.
I'd be interested. I'd be nervous, but I'd be interested.
100%.
Oh, about 90% of it's riding around in an airboat. So if nothing else, that's fun.
Hell, I just want to ride around in the airboat.
Yeah.
Well,
I've always wanted to ride around in an airboat.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Mark, let everybody know where they can find you and what they can do and how they can get your cigars and all that stuff. If you got anything else that, you want people to know.
Well, right now we're online at industrialcigars.com and the Wolfpack Cigar Club.
Nice.
And while I got y'all, let's give away a box of cannons and a cap.
Holy shit. Okay. So let me grab some paper. So we do still, we still actually have almost as many still watching. So guys, make sure you type in hashtag real smoke. You have to be on here live to go ahead and do this. He's going to give away some cannons and a cap. And if you saw the cap that I was wearing the other day, I will actually be posting that one on to be given away as well sometime next week. I will say the cap that has the logo on the front and then the embroidered, the oil gas line wells on the side. Oh my God, that thing!
I can't remember what this is called.
Pump jacks.
Yeah, pump jacks. Those things. That hat is so fantastic. So go ahead and type that in there. Let me go ahead and how the fudge do I do this? Let's see. Oh, wow, we are really small. Got it. That's what she said. Giveaway tool. There we go. Cool. So the only people that cannot win are people that have already won tonight. So go ahead and type that shit in. Here we go. Man, Mark, thank you so much.
Yeah, glad to.
Mitch. Oh my goodness, Mitch, are you still on here?
Uncle Mitch.
Uncle Mitch.
Hey, just backing up a little. Who won the cigar cannon from Robert? I forgot to write that one down.
Chef something or other.
Chef Squatch.
That's right. Okay. Got it. No, Mitch. Come in, Mitch.
Mitch, are you on
Did he
here?
go to bed after he left?
Probably.
He commented he's here.
Give him a couple of seconds on here. So where's the next place that you're headed? Oh, Mitch says he's on here.
Congrats, Mitch.
Mitch, go ahead and send Mick all of your information. We'll get that sent out to you as soon as possible. So where's the next place that you're headed in your journey into cigars?
Man, I have no idea at this point. we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants over here.
Damn. So are you seeing like the sales and stuff like go up, or is it stagnant, or how's everything been going?
It's going up a little bit. We're gaining
Nice.
a little traction. We've got 3 new shops coming on here in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully things will really take off for us here soon. I've got to head down to Waco and Austin in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully we'll pick up a few more accounts.
So what can we do as the podcast, because you have helped us out so much. So what can we do as a podcast to help get the word out?
Not a thing, man. Just keep doing a good job. Just
We'll
have
do.
fun with this shit. That's all that matters.
Hell
Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your guests. Learn as much as you can. That's all. That makes me perfectly happy. And when y'all need cigars for one of your segments, just holler. That's what I'm here for.
Well, what we need from you is that when you're doing something like the new cigar that's coming out, or when you're doing something with, you know, whether it's a giveaway or whatever, you need to let us know so we can get you on here.
Absolutely.
Give us some time, you know, hey, I've got a cigar coming out in a couple of months, you know, let's get something scheduled for that time. So we'll set a date for you. That's kind of the reason that we said that coming for the next year, that we're going to leave an open spot every month, that we're either going to take the week off or we're going to use that for something that's coming up. So if you've got something that you want to talk about, reach out to us. We'll get you in there as soon as possible.
Awesome. We'll probably have enough ashtrays made about the time that the new cigar comes out. So once we're ready to release, I'll let y'all know. We may have some new swag to go along with it.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, man.
So
you're, whether you like it or not, you're part of this family. I know we told you that before, man. And whatever you need, we got you. And I know you got our back, man. You've had our back since day one. So we appreciate what you're doing for us. And I mean, great cigars. Keep that quality control. Keep your belief in what you're doing, man. And I have no doubt you're gonna continue to climb that ladder, brother.
I appreciate it.
I've also got a couple of hats from you. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll be giving away a couple of hats from you guys. So it's also going to help get your name out there so people can look you up. So once again, if you got anything else you want to tell everybody, let them know right now, and we'll let you have a great rest of your evening.
All right. Well, just keep an eye on our Instagram. That's really our primary social media right now. We're hoping to have an online store set up at least for swag, and start looking for us at festivals. We're getting our retail license, so we're going to start hitting cigar and whiskey festivals and just kind of making a good time of it.
That sounds amazing.
Oh yeah.
Well, brother, we greatly appreciate you jumping on here, and you know, hate that we had to push you out to the last, but love that we had you on last, so we got to spend some time to talk with you. So thanks so much.
Trust me, I'm not sad about it. I've already had to sing happy birthday and eat an ice cream cake that was so rich it nearly killed me.
Oh gosh.
Well,
I will say that
you, man.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I hope you have a great night, and we will get up with you soon.
All right, guys, y'all have a good one.
You
Thanks,
too.
brother. Take care.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Well,
I don't know how to say episode 43 in the books. I mean, we had I will say this. I will say it was a fantastic episode. And I will also apologize for the people that we did get to, because there was a shit ton of people that tried to get on. We just didn't get a chance to get to you. And it just happens. But
it's my fault.
Jonas jumped on here. I will say Jonas was in my neck of the woods and I didn't get to see him. I was going to give him a hard time about not catching up with me. But I will say that I cannot ask for a better episode. I mean, 1 year.
Yeah, no, I also have to say it was amazing. I don't really get anxiety or panic over stuff too often, but I felt the entire time like we were neglecting one person or the other person or the other person.
I did too.
It was too much, and it was my fault. I thought we could roll through people, and I should have known better, because that's not how our show goes, man. We take time with people, and we really want to talk to them, you know. And I think that's what makes us special. But trying to invite 20 people on in the same night was probably a fucking terrible idea.
It was a lot. I will say that.
So I will tell you,
but it was
that,
awesome.
It was. I'm looking at my list right now, and we did get everybody but 2 of our Patreon and our supporters, everybody but 2 on. So that's pretty awesome. Out of our list of everybody else, we missed Sin. I don't know if she tried to get on or not. Lou was going to try to get on. Not sure if he tried to get on. And Brian. Oh, wait, we do have Bryce as well. So that was the couple that did not get on. Everybody else got on. Everybody else on the list. So there was 3 out of the list and then 2 of the sponsors. But, I mean, honestly, for what we put together, I guess it wasn't terrible.
Lou got Smoking Thompson says Lou was in the chat. He did get in the chat. I turned on my phone to see who was on here, and Jonah said, "Hey brother, tried to get on the podcast. It said it was full." Yeah, we had a few try to jump on here, but it was kind of crazy. So
it was a good show though, man. Honestly, I feel like we balanced it fairly well and
we did our best.
But it was pretty decent. It was good information. It was fun having them ask us questions, and I think it was a great episode.
So we want to thank everybody who jumped on here and was able to get on here. We appreciate you for doing that one. It is our 1-year anniversary. We did not realize that we were going to make so many. I'll say it, we make so many friends in the industry. We made a lot of close connections over the last year, and I'm proud of that. And we do have a couple of things. We're not going to do Meanwhile in Memphis. We are going to do a cigar review because we smoked a good cigar tonight. So
yeah,
we do need to do a cigar review. Sorry. Who is our cigar review done by? We are so out of sorts.
Where are we right now in the show? I don't even know where we're at.
I don't know. So that's my biggest thing. So cigar review is sponsored by XIII Knives, and we had Robert on here. Yeah, so we already did that one. So Mick, if you got your cigar review, let's go ahead and do that one, and we'll go ahead and let everybody jump off here tonight. So we have so many people still on here watching. That's so cool.
It is so cool.
So, are you ready for your cigar review? Uh-oh. Holy crap. Did Mick freeze? If you're in the chat right now, let us know. Did Mick freeze? Devin jumps on here and says, it's a sharp review. I don't know what that means, but why? Oh, Mitch jumps on here and says, Mick froze.
What the fuck? I'm back.
Rob says, yes, he did. Holy crap.
I'm back.
You're back. Shit. You're like Shady. Jesus. You're back again. Mick is back. Tell a friend.
Yeah, please tell a friend. I still have full signal, and all of a sudden it just drops. It must be the AOL dial up I still have.
Yeah.
But fuck. All right. So the Lure Last Cast. I will say right off the bat, I smoked it 3 times this week, and it did not disappoint any of the 3 times. And it's not something I usually do. I went back to it because I wanted to make sure my score was pretty accurate, and I felt like it was an important show. So aroma from the body. I got musty, barnyard, a little bit oaky. Aroma from the foot, I got musty, again, barnyard, and light cocoa. Taste from the cold draw, I got baker's spices. Again, it was musty, and a little bit of hay. Am I missing good comments?
Yep, you are. Keep going. I'm having fun right now.
Jesus. All right, first third notes. Again, first third notes. Cocoa, raisin, bready, baking spices. I got this autumn leaves that reminded me of, it reminded me of an autumn kind of feel with the dead leaves on the ground. Retro, black pepper and raisin. Second, third notes, cocoa, coffee, toast, natural tobacco sweetness, leather. Retro, again, I got black pepper and fig or raisin. It was that dark fruit taste. Final third, light cocoa, coffee, dark toast. Again, natural tobacco sweetness, some leather, some damp leather, and retro again, black pepper, and some dark fruit. Pretty light experience, 18 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment, 14 out of 15. Construction characteristics, 27 out of 30. Smoke production and final thoughts, 32 out of 35. I gave it a 91.
Ooh, a 91.
For me, I
That's
still
awesome.
think and maybe it's the box press thing, man, but I still think the brown e-trout's my favorite lure, but this is a very close second. It was a great smoke.
So you said 91?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I will say that on the aroma off the body, barnyard raisin, aroma off the foot, sweet tobacco, woody, taste off the cold draw, woody and tobacco. First third notes on the light, oak, earth, black pepper. Into the first third, lots of dark, bold flavors, dark chocolate, black coffee with a slight fruit sweetness. The retro brings more of the black pepper and dark chocolate, baking spices with a slight sweetness. Great draw, fantastic burn, stacking dimes, tight ash that holds all the way through the third, medium finish, thick and chewy smoke, medium in strength. Into the second third, notes up front is a lot of black coffee, a slight sweeter dark chocolate, pepper, and a slight earthy mineral note. On the retro is black coffee, black pepper, dark chocolate, and a slight fruit note. Draw is fantastic. Burn is a little wavy. Ash is still good. Smoke is thick and full. Medium in finish. Medium plus in strength. In the final third, lots of the same, but still the same fantastic. But still the same as fantastic. Espresso, oak, faint dark chocolate with a slight salty note at the end. At the start of the third, I got a weird, slight green apple peel. It didn't last long, but it was there. The retro is espresso, black pepper, slight mineral, hints of dark chocolate. A burn is a little wavy, slight flaky ash. Draws great, long finish, medium plus in strength. So, pre-light experience, I gave it an 18 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment, I gave it a 14 out of 15. Smoke construction and characteristics, construction 9 out of 10. Draw 10 out of 10. Burn 9 out of 10. Smoke production, final thoughts. Smoke production, gave it a 5 out of 5. Overall experience, a 19 out of 20. Would I smoke it again? Hell yeah, I'd buy a box, 9 out of 10. So you go with mine, you give it a 93 out of 100. So you take your 91, my 93, you're going to give it a 92. So the Lure Cigars last cast gets a 92 from the Real Smoke podcast. So awesome. So you gave it a 91. I gave it a 93. It comes out to 92. So I wrote that in the notes, and I'll get that to you soon. So that is pretty awesome. I love the cigar. When I looked at it with my flavor notes versus what I wrote down for the last cast and the Scora, all the notes are a lot of the same. I would say the Escora and this one, I don't know which one I would put in front. I do know that both of them are some of my favorite cigars I've smoked. So,
yeah, I said it the other night. I'll say it again tonight. Again, that brownie try. It's probably because of the box press. It's just what I love. But it's a come on, Angel, give me a break here. V cut. Yes, every time. You got to. It's in front of your face. You got to. gotta Google Translate. I can do that. Man, come on. I got some shit waiting for you. I can smoke that stuff. Come on, stop it. Anyway, the brownie chow's still my favorite by a couple. But I truly believe these two are the Oscuro and the Last Cast are really, really close. I enjoyed all. Lou's just doing amazing stuff, man.
He is. He really is doing a lot of good stuff with cigars. So I sent him a message today and said, I've smoked this one quite a few times and you're doing a fantastic job. And Lou, being as humble as he is, he said, it's not me. It's the people that is actually rolling the cigars. They are doing the job. And I said, well, I just want to tell you that you're doing a great job with everything that you're doing. So I did love that cigar. One thing that he said that is this blend is going to be coming back every year for the Last Cast. So I do enjoy that one. I wonder if he's going to be doing different sizes and things like that. So if he is, I cannot wait to see what he comes up with. This cigar has the potential to not only be as good as it is right now, but has the potential of being even better. So,
yeah, I agree, 100%.
So the only thing that I will say that I wish that we would have got to is one. There's a couple of people that jumped on here that I wish we would have got to on here, but there was a lot of good comments on things that they wish you would have pronounced that I wanted to get on here, and we just did not get to them because every time we turn around, we had another person that we had to talk to. So, and that's not saying that's a bad thing because we had some great people on here tonight. So as we're talking, I'm actually going back in,
why
and looking for stuff and.
Let the past be in the past, brother.
Let the past be in the past. All right. So, I mean, one of the favorite Brazilian rappers that John talks about is this one. Do you know what that is?
Araparica.
Very close. So, not too bad. Araparaca, not bad. But anyways, there were so many chats in there, and I actually asked people to send some stuff on there, and we didn't get to it. But oh well, we'll get to it some other time. But we still have a bunch of people still watching on here, and
I mean, it is shorter.
Let
than
me
our
just
usual
say,
show, which is somehow amazing.
It's about average.
It's about there.
So I will say this: I am someone who is a very emotional person. Wait, so Smoking Samsa says he needs you to pronounce this.
Get the fuck out of here with this shit. There's no way. I don't know where to start with that.
He says it's all places, all place names.
Wakatane, Toro Ringo, Wahatafare, Wahagurane.
That sounds like all STDs that you may catch if you go there. I'm just saying.
Yes. Or in Memphis this weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm not going to be there. So Josefa says, Erdapadaka. Yeah, that's not even how you say it either. Just saying. So Chris is dying over here. Can Mick say his whole name properly?
Mick?
There you go. So close enough. Nailed it. Samsa says nailed it. He said you said it so well that you should just move to New Zealand and take over a job there because you are so great at how to pronounce stuff there.
I couldn't afford cigars there, as many as I smoke. Yeah, I'd be screwed.
Memphis beer drinkers, they're still on here. So that's how you say it in Memphis. So Memphis beer drinkers, I know we need to get off here. I have to ask because I don't get to be there. So Memphis Beer Drinkers, are you the brewery that's hosting the Herf, or are you a group of people that are going to be there?
So I'll answer this. I'll let Frank answer as well if he wants to put it in the chat. But Frank runs the Memphis Beer Drinkers Association. We get together. Frank sends something out, like I believe it's monthly or quarterly, and we meet up and everybody shares beers and talks about the beers. And me and Frank have just talked a lot about breweries and beers and stuff that we enjoy and whatever. And he started watching our show, and I support him like he supports us. And Frank has not really ever smoked cigars before. He wants to get into it and give it a shot, and he's going to show up this weekend because he's good friends with the guys that own Memphis Filling Station that is hosting us. And Frank,
he needs a Johnny Tobacco Nut, a great mild cigar that is full of flavor. It's based out of a Connecticut wrapper, but it has a lot of body to it. He would enjoy that one with the beer.
I'm definitely gonna take care of him, and he I know he's showing up this weekend, and he put it out to the entire crew on email for the Memphis Beer Drinkers Association to show up and support us and support Memphis Filling Station. I don't know if Frank saw me throwing this up earlier. Frank helped blend this beer. It is still my favorite beer I've had probably in the last 2 years. It's a German chocolate cake stout. It is 10%. He brewed it with.
How do I get one of those?
Soul and Spirit. I have some in my fridge right now. If you're here this weekend, I could probably get you. Oh, sorry, I forgot. So
thanks, appreciate it.
But so they released limited cases of this at Soul and Spirit, and I think I bought probably close to half of them. It's incredible beer. It's like eating a piece of German chocolate cake, and you would never guess.
That's my favorite cake. Just saying.
Fucking believable.
Did you hear that Zool and one in Nashville decided to come together? Zool bought out them.
Yeah, I did. Which is going to be a really good collab. It's going to make them grow.
And Zool has already said that their beer is coming out that way. Just saying.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Josephus says, pronounce this.
What? Why are we playing this game at the end of the show?
I love it.
Gyna Sifa. Don't fucking know. I give up.
Gyna Sifa, don't fucking know. Love it. That's 100% it. Bet he's red hot in sign language. Hey Mick, what's your favorite sign language? Love it. Meanwhile in Memphis, we need that shirt.
We could do that.
Memphis. Yes.
I like it. I like it.
So Beer Drinker says we are a group. However, I'm involved with MFS. Also, my name is on the wall. Well, my name is on a wall. It just happens to be like Bucky's bathroom stall, but my name is on a wall. I'm just saying.
Frank is the man and one of the coolest dudes you meet. He definitely knows his beer, and we're going to introduce him to cigars this weekend. So, good stuff.
Nice. Let's see. Anything great coming up before we need to jump off here? Great show, guys. I'm breaking 7-day fast in about 4 hours. Gonna get me a Bojangles biscuit. Love you all. There you go. What are you getting? Bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg. What are you getting? Debbie's still on here. Oh my gosh, Deb, you need to be in bed, boy. I'm just saying, it's past your bedtime. You still got to go to school tomorrow. Bojangles is tasty. Zool and Southern Grist. Yes, 100%. And Amanda, hashtag Amanda is a bunch of cigars I can't get sent to me. Okay, cool.
So the final story on that, Sambas had tried to send cigars to himself in New Zealand, and it didn't work out. So I now have them in my humidor. He keeps wanting me to give them away on the show. I'm just going to hang on to them until he gets here. And he can either smoke them or make the decision to try to send them himself.
Yeah, 100%.
Back to New Zealand. I'm not going to give them away till he gets here. He bought them already. They're in my humidor. It is what it is. I think I froze again, too.
So, Howling Big Al says, excited for Saturday. Al, are you going to the Memphis Herf?
Big Al is coming to the Memphis Herf.
Nice.
Yes, sir. First time in person.
Makes me so sad, but I'm so happy for you all.
It's going to be a great day. Well, I know I'm frozen on the screen here, but I'll give my short and sweet ending. I may not be too short, but man, I can't thank you enough for going on this journey with me. And I'm not going to get like emotional or sappy with you, but man, it's been a fuck of a year, and I feel like we've known each other forever, and it's literally been like 2 years, man. And college football's back this weekend too. Another great thing. And bringing his son, man, Big Al, that's fucking awesome, brother. I can't wait to meet you in person, man. It's gonna be a good conversation. But man, it's been a journey, and we've learned so much, man. And I know sometimes it feels like you're carrying the load, and sometimes it feels like I'm carrying the load. And we're back and forth, man, on the things we're doing. But at the end of the day, I think we balance each other out so well that that's why it works, man. And I can't thank you enough for everything you do on your side of the house. And we're growing, man, and we're just trying to take this one day at a time and have fun as we go.
I will 100% agree with that one. And I will say, I want to thank everybody who's on this journey with us. So whether you are a sponsor or a Patreon, or you're somebody who comes in every week to just hang out with us in the chat, I have to thank you, because over the last year, without all of you, there's not a chance that we could do what we're doing. Because, I mean, if there was nobody watching, we wouldn't be on here. With what we talked about before, there's so much stuff financially that goes involved with all of this. If it wasn't for the people who sponsor us, we couldn't do this either. We would try. It would be a lot smaller of a podcast than what we're doing now. And we're trying to do something that's fun, something that's professional, and something that entertains. So I want to thank everybody for all that. I got to thank you, bro. I mean, it was one of the things that we talked about over a year and a half ago that we would actually be interested in doing. And I was the holdout. And it was one of those things that at a year ago, at the last Herf that we had in Memphis, we're out there playing cornhole and we're having a good time. And, you just happen to ask my wife, hey, is he going to do this or not? And she's like, do what? And it's like, hey, I want to start a podcast. I want to do this with him. And she's like, hell yeah, let's go for it. And looking at you going, let's try it. Let's see what happens. So I can't thank you enough for, where we've been, what we started, and what we were going through. Have to thank everybody. I mean, we are episode 43. So that's 42 different guests in the last year that we've had on here. And some guests have had more than one, or have had more than one at one time.
Yep.
So, we've had close to 50 guests over the last year. I cannot be more thankful for the people who's jumped on here and, told their story, enjoyed time with us, and trusted us with what's going on. So, I'm hugely thankful for all the guests that we've had on here. We had some people on tonight that didn't get on here tonight, and I apologize that we didn't get you on here tonight. And we will try to set up some other time to get you on here to talk with us. But I truly appreciate you guys. All the people that jump on here every week that come in to either listen to us or try to win something, I appreciate you guys too, because you guys help keep our numbers up. You also are the guys and the gals that took us to almost 5,000 people in a few months, and then again took us to another 5,000 right away.
Yep.
I cannot thank you guys enough for that one. You guys are basically building us up. Two guys who enjoy cigars that did not need to be in this podcast industry that decided to do it. And then finally, I want to thank, I got to thank my wife and Mick's wife. They're going through a bunch of shit, because it's not just on a Thursday night that we put this shit together. we're either researching something, we're talking to people, we're spending time where Mick and I is having to talk and try to get things scheduled out. You know, we're spending time away from our wives and our kids, and you know, there's a lot that goes on behind that one. And if we didn't have the support of them, we wouldn't be doing this either. Last, got to thank everybody else. If we didn't mention your name, fuck, we appreciate you. Love you from the bottom of our heart. I mean, there are so many names on here. Congratulations to Lure Cigars on a great cigar tonight. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight. You had David, Brent, Mark, Chef, Greg, Mitch. You all won something awesome tonight. And that wouldn't have been done unless we were able to make the connections with the people that we did, because they came on here and was like, hell, we just want to give something away. So many people to thank, so many people to love, so many people to appreciate. And we do that from the bottom of our hearts. So thanks so much.
I can't top that. I know I'm still probably frozen on your screen, and I'm making some
You
weird
are.
hand gesture. It looks like a gang sign, so I'm probably gonna get shot tonight in Memphis. But there's no way to top what you just said, man. You thanked all the right people, and man, it's just been a great journey. I can't wait to see where it goes from here, man. I love what we're building. I love what we're doing. We put the time in, man, and I'm kind of patting us on the back right now, but this isn't for lack of effort that we've had so much success this first year. We've worked our ass off, and you know,
we do.
I'm excited to see where it goes, because I know we're both built the same, man. We're not going to let this thing fail. We're going to have fun with it, but we're also going to work to be the best out there, man. And who knows where that'll ever go, but I know we're going to try. So.
All right, guys. So our next episode is going to be next week, and it's going to be with Justin and Gelone. It's going to be bunny droppings, the one and only. So if you haven't heard about or don't know about bunny droppings, let's come check out, come hang out with us, come watch and learn all about Justin and bunny droppings. There's a lot to go on there. So we want to thank everybody for jumping on here. We want to thank everybody over the past year for being a part of this podcast, because I will honestly say, if you would have asked me a year ago if we would have been, 40 some episodes in and still going and people still watching, I would have said, hell no. Nobody's going to want to watch two freaking tards from wherever talk about cigars and people. So I will say, thank you guys. We love you. Mick, do your thing.
Take time this week, smoke a cigar with someone you love, and we'll catch you guys next week. Much love. Peace.
Hey, Mick.
Yeah, buddy.
Been a great year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. We'll see you next week.
All right. Peace out, guys.
The smoke is thick, the air is tight, cigars are lit, oh what a sight. Pour the whiskey, tequila too, this one's for Mick and Charles and you. Thank you for tuning in. The Real Smoke Podcast makes us all grin. You light us up, you keep us strong. Cheers to you, we raise the song. Conversations deep, the stories fly. Ashes fall, with spirits high. The gas is rolling, the bitters flow. You've kept us burning, don't let it go. Thank you for tuning in. The Real Smoke Podcast makes us all grin. You light us up, you keep us strong. Cheers to you, we raise the song. From the puff of a flame to the end of the night, you're part of the glow, you're part of the light. Mick and Charles with a laugh and a grin. This flame burns bright 'cause you tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. Netflix or something to light us up.